Has it just been a shit garbage week at work? Stuff piling up and nothing getting done? And you just feel like there's absolutely no relief and you need something to wind down the weekend? Nope. Not gonna happen. That's just not gonna do it. But wait, Bullet Bourbon? That's the official bourbon of the Absolute Geek podcast. Baby Yoda knows what to do. Go home to your happy place. Grab those new comics. Now pour yourself some of that sweet Bullet Bourbon. Have a drink and forget about the BS. Now just sit back, relax, and enjoy the Absolute Geek Podcast. Brought to you by Bullet Bourbon.
Now it's time to podcast.
Hi, we're the Darts. Hi guys, it's Friday night in Phoenix. Woo! You're listening to the Absolute Geek Podcast.
Thank you, Darts. It is, in fact, Friday night in Phoenix, and you're listening to the Absolute Geek Podcast. My name is Matt.
I'm Whiskey Kyle.
I'm Brian.
I'm Corbin.
I'm Solo Oogie.
Whiskey Kyle, huh?
Kippy-yay.
Opening up my own dojo, Whiskey Karate.
There you go.
Bullet Bourbon Karate Kyle.
When you get a green belt, you get a bottle of whiskey.
When you learn the karate,
We all learn the drunken style here.
So,
It
as
is
you go up
like
in
a
belt,
finger
do you go up in
pointing
bigger
at
bottle
the
of whiskey? So you start with like the tiny like one-shotters?
No, because I'm
At
cheap.
White Belt? That's because you're cheap. I can't afford that much whiskey.
No.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight in the chat on this September 11th, as we remember the events that took place in 2001. Never forget. But
Something happened in 2001.
Space Odyssey.
Next, I gotta give a shout out to my little princess. She turns 19 tomorrow.
Ooh.
Oh, not little anymore. Wow, that's awesome. So Michael Straczynski started
Sounds
Spider-Man.
like it's time to kick someone out of the house so Kyle can have an office.
Right? Comic room.
You need to have a karate room, a place to put all your karate stuff. You
She
gotta
was
have a
supposed
place.
to be born on 9/11.
You gotta have a place to hang your nunchucks.
You know where I hang my nunchucks?
Oh, I can't wait to hear that. Where do you hang your nunchucks? Please share.
No, you ruined it. I'm not gonna tell you.
All right. I'm okay with that. I think it just saved everybody from hearing it. I just saved everyone from hearing it. So I'll take that bullet.
you can tell me after the show.
All right.
I want to know.
Chad wants to
Mine-
write it in his Kyle diary.
My nunchucks are in the garage.
Look, I'm a peach
on-
Moco variant.
But my staff is in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yep.
You keep your Randy Jackson autographed samurai sword next to the toilet, right?
No. fucking Atari's Hanso. I'm a professional.
Yeah. What do you fucking think this is? Amateur hour? What's up, guys? How's your week been? What's new with everyone? Anything exciting going on?
Yeah. You know what I learned 2 days ago?
That my
COVID
name
has caught up to me.
is Mr. Call.
You are Mr. Call.
I am Mr.
So I was like, oh, it's Arizona. It's finally nice. It's September. It's almost a nice day. And Nubia was like, we should go for a walk. And I was like, no, I don't want to. And she was like, you've left the house like 9 times since March.
9 times?
And she's like, yeah, she's like, you can go for a walk. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I got about a block. I was winded. My back hurt. And I was like sweating. And I was like, oh, we just have to go home. So we turned around and we walked, the block and a half back home. Had to take a nice hot shower to help my back.
That's not
And I was
what
like, you know
happened.
what? I was like, fuck this. I need to start working out.
He's
Okay.
lying. That's not what happened.
Kyle's gonna get built.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ripped, bitches. And I was like, all right.
What really happened is Nubia walked home while Kyle sat on the curb and called an Uber to get a ride back home because he didn't want to sweat the rest of the way
And I
home.
hitched like, no, it sucked, man. We
He
literally
became
left,
5 years old and hitchhiked.
left our subdivision. I crossed the street, and I was like, oh my god, my back hurts so bad. Fuck. Oh, fuck. But I was like, all right, I'm gonna start working out. And one buddy I work with, he's like a kickboxing trainer. Like,
Oh,
personal fitness and kickboxing is
my tie.
and because he's like a world gold medalist in like Taekwondo. And I was like, hey man, you need to start helping me work out. And he's like, all right, man, here, I'll give you, you can go to my studio. We do it online right now. He's like, I'll set you up. I'll let you do it for a week for free. And then I could probably give you the friends and family discount and, you can start working out. And I was like, cool, right on. And I was like, you know what? There's probably free shit on YouTube. So I was like, okay, so I went on YouTube and I went working out. I was like, cool. And I was looking at all these videos, the 20-minute workout, and I was like, well, that's not bad. I can do that every morning when I get up. There's a 10-minute video. Fuck yeah.
6-minute abs? No, you can't have 6-minute abs.
No, I was like, yeah. And I was like, no, a 9-minute workout video. I got it all the way down. I found the 4-minute workout video, and I was like, if they only had a 3, it'll be perfect. So now I do the 4-minute workout in the morning. I'm going to be ripped by 2029.
What was that movie? Is that Chasing Amy when they're driving in the car and what is that guy's
No,
name?
it's something about Mary.
It is something about Mary. 6-minute abs. You can't have 5-minute abs. No, 6 is the limit.
Oh, you're missing the point. But I went on and I was like, fuck, dude, the 4-minute. And I watched all these videos, and they're all basically the same, like 6 little, like, workouts. There's a couple of them I'm like, I don't think I can do that. And this morning I was like, nope, I can't do that. I can't, that planking thing where you the one arm up. Nope, my fat, fucking out of shape ass was like, nope, no planking for Kyle. Nope, maybe next week. Nope, I can't do any fucking push-ups. I got 3 down. I'm fucking killing it. So I learned that I'm out of shape. Fuck you, COVID.
Yeah, I too
Yes,
am
because
getting
you
there.
weren't out of shape before COVID. It's COVID's fault Kyle's out of shape.
Yes.
I am. Oh, cool.
So that's
COVID's
it.
fault. I'm out of shape. It's COVID's fault. Brian's out of shape. It's COVID's fault that,
I'm single.
Corbin's single and
COVID's fault.
Chad's bald.
I learned I'm not the nice.
You learned what?
I'm not as nice as I thought I was.
I
This
don't
week
believe
I
that.
Well, I went to so Chad probably knows, but off of Riggs, there's that Burger King up the street.
Yeah.
So I went over there for lunch on.
You can get it your way there.
Yeah.
They didn't have the Travis Scott burger, so you got mad.
They did not. Well, no, I went and got a Whopper. Wait,
Travis
Travis Scott's a rapper, and he has a $6 meal at McDonald's. You get a quarter pounder with lettuce.
Woo!
You get fries with barbecue sauce.
And you get like 4 slices of cheese or some shit.
Exactly, and you get a Sprite, all for $6. The best deal they got. Anyway,
you know what? Roy, the guy that stole the McDonald's idea, he's rolling over in his grave right now. Let us on a goddamn quarter pounder with cheese.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but I tried it, and it was bacon's on it too. All right, well, anyway, I went up to the Burger King, and I went and got the 2 for. Well, no one cares what I got. I went over there, and there was a homeless guy.
I care what you got.
Well, thank you. It was 2 for $6, both Whoppers. I get extra tomatoes. Fine. I go in.
That's how you feel better about your diet, huh? There's extra tomatoes on
It's
it.
basically a salad. There's extra tomatoes.
Well, oh yeah, no, it is exactly. And there was a homeless guy out front, and so he was. I didn't have any eye contact at first,
Chad.
so I kept walking. I got my food. I come back out, and he's like, "Hey, do you have? Can I have something?" He's like, "Hey, brother, can I have?"
You got
something?
this dick.
And I went back, and I was like, okay, man. So I went back and got like a thing of fries, and like $1 chicken
I
nuggets,
want
right?
money, you
And so I give
motherfucker.
it to him, and this bit looks at the bag, looks at me, and he goes, "Can I at least have a chicken sandwich?" And I reached back for the bag, and I snatched it from him.
Good for you.
And he's like,
Yeah,
"No, I'm
fucking
sorry, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Nah, that's it. Forget it. I'm gonna go eat this. Like, fuck you."
Yeah. I'm
And
a pretty good pile of
I
shit.
went to the car and I drove back. It's not even
You
5
should have
minutes.
just pulled it right out of the bag and fucking took a big old bite right in front of him.
Well, I grabbed it and I went back to the car and I went back to the library. I'm like, forget you, man. But then I felt really bad. And I was like, I ordered something I have no intention to eat. I don't want to throw it away. He was ungrateful, yes, but that was wrong. So then I drove back. And he still had the audacity. He's like, "Well, I don't actually need the chicken nuggets, man, but I'll take the fries." And I'm looking at him like, and I gave him the
He
fries.
fucked you once, he fucked you twice.
And he's like, "God bless you, man. God bless you." And then I left. And as I left, I was so like irrationally angry. I wanted to spit. I was mad. I
wanted to spit.
So you started rapping on the way home, right? You just started busting a freestyle.
No,
in your car.
the funny,
He wanted to
funny
spit. I'm so mad. I want to spit.
well, the funny thing is that he's so angry that he uses like a old Southern woman's like saying like when she gets mad. I just wanted to spit.
I just want to spit. Fire bars. No, but I was ticked. And I thought about the audacity of that man. I'm sitting there going, what was I thinking? Spending money, I don't mind you, it was only like $2. But like, are people like that? And I realized I can't judge one person. But the fact that one person was like that, Ruben, I was gonna go on social media and flame him. I was like, it's not even really worth it.
Flame the homeless guy on social media. It would have worked so well.
To the dick homeless guy. Fuck you.
Does anyone flame anybody on social media for any action? I mean, I do it when I do because it feels good. Like,
Isn't
I got
that
it
all
out.
Twitter
and
is
it's part of
just
my
flaming people?
cathartic. Yeah, but it's part of my cathartic experience, and I'm done. I'm not really seeking. If I'm seeking like stuff back, I'm calling phone numbers. I'm making things happen. This and that. I just felt bad that I took the guy's food to begin with. Then I felt bad that I drove back because that was stupid.
All right. Let me help you out in your placation right here.
I like how he started the story. Hold on. Like he started the story by saying, I realized I'm not really that nice of a person as I thought it was.
Yeah, right?
But he still gives the guy food.
You went and bought this dude food.
Twice.
Now,
Exactly.
Twice.
I'll give you some Wookiee advice, all right?
All right, let's hear it.
Don't feel bad about it because when you're walking up and that dude says, "Hey, can I get something?" You look over and you say, "Yeah, fucking job." That's what you can get. You can take your ass down there and get a fucking job and work for money, just like I do, or you can go,
dude. That would have been
help in one of the government programs that we provide out of all the taxes that I pay.
Listen, dude, listen. I
And
just
then
want
get a fucking job, just like I do.
$1.
That would have been the most fucking epic thing if you came back out. You're like, yeah, sure, I'll get you something, and you come back out and you hand him an application.
Yeah, fucking A.
That would have been.
There, that's what you can get.
That would have been like
Fucking
next
job.
tier fucking savage. Just the job application.
I'm sorry, I have no I understand that, yes, some of those people are definitely down on their luck and need a hand up, but about 90% of those people are there because they want to be there. You know, there is a ton of those people that are there because they don't want to work. They don't. They want to.
I don't want to work either.
I know. I don't either.
Brian,
But
so he does it.
I mean,
I
I like
don't.
it.
Yeah. Everybody wants my money. You know, so I don't feel bad for them. Like, you beg and panhandle for money and make more than I do. So no, go buy your own damn food.
Yeah, that's true. I still think my funniest thing was when I went. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You shouldn't feel bad at all.
You
You got him food. You were smart. You
Well,
got
you're like
him
an
food.
older guy.
You didn't
Well, I
just
went and snatched
stand
it back.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
surprised I wasn't like, what? You can't get me like one of the little airplane bottles of whiskey or something? Can you run?
It was just,
All I wanted some fries and a little
Yeah.
airplane whiskey.
I mean, he
and
said, "Can you
vodka."
help me, brother?" And then he goes, "Can I at least get? Can you at least get what?
Yeah.
Can you at least get your damn self what?"
Can we get a chicken
Like, I was so shocked by it. I was like, and then I just started reaching for the bag because the only thing I could think about. But then once I got parked at the lot, then I'm like, well, damn. And I felt bad. I should have just, I guess.
There
you're
was
right.
your second mistake.
I wish I would do that. Hey, Chad, can you guys help me out? You know, my comics are lost. Can I at least get a Spider-Man number 3? Like what do you?
At least get a 300.
Yeah,
Oh, can I at least get an ASM 300?
Hey, at least get an ASM 129.
Exactly.
Cheap
You don't got a
fuck.
first print? Exactly. You giving me a facsimile? What the fuck?
Hey, this ASM 300 got a little dirt on it. Can I get it?
Can I at least get a refund?
Clean one?
But like that's what gets me, like the audacity of some people. I just that was my moment, but I guess you're right. Maybe it wasn't as mean as I thought it was, but I thought it was.
No,
pretty
it wasn't. I'm sorry, man.
No, it
I
wasn't
have-
because you gave him food
I have
twice.
No love.
Fuck.
I have no love, and today is definitely not. If you're looking
The
for love
real
from the
story,
Wookiee today,
again-
it ain't gonna happen.
Again,
No.
we'll just start off by fact checking. The real story is Cobra went back inside and bought the man a chicken sandwich. That's what he's leaving out. He went and he bought that man a chicken
Oh
sandwich.
my god!
What? Can I at least get a chicken sandwich? Oh yeah, hold on, partner. I
went
got
back,
you.
Yeah, the fact you went back in and got him something, I'd have been like, dude,
Well, it's not. You know, it's
I
right.
gotta go to work.
I know, but I felt like, listen, if there's one thing, I'm cheap in the way that, like, if I buy food, and this is why I sometimes eat more than I should. If I buy it, like, it's a wrap. I don't even care if I shouldn't. Like, as soon as I paid the money, it's mine. It's what I'm doing. So when I bought the food, I was giving it away. But then when he was showing his ungrateful ass, I was like, okay, I'll take it. But I had no intention of eating it, and I'll be damned if I throw away food I just paid for with my own money. I'm also not gonna let that stuff go still, because you know Burger King
You
French
probably
fries.
spent
they
more
like,
than $2 in gas driving away and coming back to give him the food.
I was pissed. Like, Chad knows the distance isn't that far, but yes.
No,
and
it's
you
not.
leaving out, the exits are terrible in the library.
Oh,
Like,
they're horrid.
It's an abrupt turn. So you got
Yeah.
to navigate that in my old 98 Nissan Altima, trying to figure out as people driving like crazy, the seniors are dumb as hell, to give this ungrateful man some fries and some chicken fries. Like,
That's the moments in life I wish I knew magic. So when he was like, can I get something?
You can
At
pull a
least
chicken
get a-
sandwich out from behind the steer.
You'd snap your fingers and turn into that guy with the fishing rod and the boots and the waiters on the commercial and be like, I got $1.
Oh, wow.
You
Gotta
know,
be quicker
when
than
the
that.
insurance
Oh, that's
comes,
messed up.
I got you $1.
oh, man.
I can just picture Chad going, hey, can you help a brother out? Chad goes, you know, there's programs for the homeless that'll help you out.
I would have.
Yep.
I
Chad
flat out would
just
have.
hands out literature, just pulls it out of his back pocket, ready to
Got
go.
pamphlets ready to go.
Yeah.
I've been like, yeah, you can get something. You can get your ass some help.
You can
And
get
they
a
got
job.
programs for that.
Yeah.
Would you
Wow.
like me to point you in the general direction of that?
You know what I just do? I go, nah, man, it's cool. And I just keep walking.
Nah,
wait,
man,
wait.
it's cool.
If they say, hey, can you help a brother out? You say, nah, man, it's cool.
Yeah, nah, it's cool, man. Nah, man, it's cool.
As if they offered you something.
Yes.
You act like you don't hear it.
Wow.
That's cool.
I mean, to be fair, like I don't know if I have.
No,
I
sir,
usually
that is
tell
an
them-
incorrect statement.
Nah, man, it's cool.
I usually tell them that I'm making slightly more money than you. Like I'm really just as broke as you are, bro. Like I'll say something like that. If I have it, of course I'll give. In this case, it was payday. It was this past it was this past week, so it was just after payday. And I was
Corbin's
like,
one of the guys that has to say something witty. I'm one paycheck away from you.
Right?
no. I would. The thing is, for me, I can't tell when people are like, especially in those situations, whether it's authentic or not. And so I just assume that they are. I know. I just assume that they all are. And then I just make myself feel bad. Like, okay, if I don't got it, like I don't got it. I'm not giving you something I don't have because I need to look out for myself too. But if I can, I will. But when he did that, my faith in humanity for a second over $3 food was like, bro, what?
I used to give people, I'd always keep a couple bucks in my car. And if somebody happened to walk up and I was in that mood, I'd be like, here you go, man. Make sure you buy some booze with it.
Oh, okay. You let them know.
I did that once outside of a Taco Bell. I rolled up and a guy had a homeless anything will help sign, hungry anything will help, and I bought some soft tacos for him and I stopped and handed them to him and he kind of looked at him and threw him down. He was like, I kind of just wanted money, dude. I was like, sorry, bro, anything helps, right?
Whoa!
And I walked away like I was like, whatever,
Whoa!
dude. Yeah, pretty much.
That's the insanity part to me. Like, you need help. It doesn't matter what. Anyway.
It's like the guy that's been standing on Dysart for like the last 6 years with the sign that says funeral, need to bury my brother. And it's like, dude, that body's got to be turnt and stinking by now because it's been a long time you've been trying to bury that dude.
Yeah, I'm going to do that when I go back to Fantastic Worlds comics. Hey, I need some comics.
I gave one person money, and it's because their sign was honest. And they said, I have a job and I'm broke and I want to get fucking drunk. And I said, here you go, dude. Here's $25.
Sign
I gave him, there you go,
wife and kid taken by ninjas.
Oh my God. Wow. Your brother, bro. Come on now. Come on now, man. Come on now, man.
You guys know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's white power.
Get the fuck out of here.
I know.
Get the fuck out of here.
I almost got that tattooed on my leg.
Yeah, you're pretty glad you didn't now.
I'm glad. Yeah. That'd have been awkward.
That's my brother's biggest fucking pet peeve is that the white power people co-opted one of the greatest games in high school kid history.
Right?
Little brother history.
Even my uncle, who's like 70, was like, my brother did that to him, and he looked at it. My brother and my uncle goes, "Okay, go ahead, hit me." You know what I mean? Like, how many of you when you were kids? Yeah, it's been around for years.
And I just love it when they're not slick enough and you break it so you get to punch them. Motherfucker! I broke your shit.
Nowadays, you walk outside. Wow! How dare you? And out come the cameras.
Yep.
This man here thinks that's cool.
Who do you think you are, Joe Rogan?
Exactly. Right? The whole world is watching. You know, and then it's really like 3 people on Facebook Live.
Mr. Call.
Who do you think you are, Joe Rogan or something?
Right. What about anybody else? Anybody else have any interesting thing happen this week? Being a short work week, it definitely felt like the longest week in history.
Yeah,
it always does.
It's not even over yet. Freak.
It is for me.
Oh, well, nope, tomorrow.
Going to the Prescott Zoo tomorrow.
You're going to the Prescott Zoo?
Didn't even know they fucking had one, and I'm going.
Oh, yeah? You can start your own new podcast, Kyle's Wild World.
Yep. Kyle's Wild World.
Gonna befriend the zookeeper.
We'll do a whole 80s montage. It's
I
the
wouldn't have said
Wild World.
Going into work tomorrow, and I'd have went to the zoo with you. I'd have been like, all right, load up, Jen. We're going to the zoo.
Going to motherfucking zoo.
We're going to go make fun of caged animals. Grab the camera, kid.
Dude, a long drive to go make fun of caged animals.
Yeah.
God, it's worth it.
A dude I work with, man, he's really into, like, he's got cameras like we all do, and he loves to do those fast motion, like when they're doing like events like gardening and shit. And he posted this. He's like, look at this fast, gardening video I did. And I said, you know what it's missing? And I went up and I pulled up the cheesiest 80s synth music and then I put it to it. And I was like, there, now it's perfect. So it's him doing all this gardening, man, to this cheesy ass 80s synth music. And it was fucking awesome. Because nothing is better than an 80s montage.
I'll be back, guys.
Later, dude.
Need a montage.
Are the animals gonna have a mask on?
Mm-hmm. They better not give me shit while I'm there.
How in the hell do you put a mask on an elephant?
You have to get bigger loops.
You hit him with that sedative. Hit him with that sedative.
Does he have to wear like one on his mouth
and one on the tusks?
How do you have the one on the end of his snout?
You just put it on there over like you would a glass and put a rubber band over it.
Chad, some questions aren't meant to be asked. You know, you just gotta keep it safe.
The things that keep me up at night, Corbin.
I know.
Inquiry.
Solo, you going to bed and went,
if an elephant had to wear pants, how hard? What is it gonna do? How does it look like?
Shower thoughts with Solo Wookie.
I don't want to know anything about his shower thoughts.
nah.
Spankity, spank.
My shower thoughts are
going down the drain,
far from clean and not air appropriate.
I am so surprised.
They're somewhat dirty and easily washed away, huh?
Yeah, I use a lot of soap and it doesn't help.
Dirtier after I get out of the shower.
Actually, I'll be honest. I normally watch podcasts when I'm in the shower.
How do you want?
I'm with that.
Take your phone in the shower with you?
You don't take it in the shower. You put it just outside the shower.
They're waterproof,
Yeah,
right?
I take it
right
out,
on the
put my
soap
phone on the soap rack and everything on the back wall. I clip that thing right on there.
Wow.
Especially when I wash
I
my
bet
hair.
these guys wish they could see me naked.
Look
at me, Brian. Look at me, flip side, guys.
I'm the all-American treat. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dance. Look at me, flip side, guys.
They named the perfume after me naked in the shower.
Oh my God, what?
Yep, Midnight Dreams.
And everybody have a good night.
I thought you were going to go high karate. I didn't see that one coming.
And we've lost about 5 viewers on that terrible joke.
Listen.
And we're out.
Yeah.
I'm not here. I'm not the comedian. It took me half a year to figure that out, but I will try. I will always try.
Or maybe just Brute. Brute. Remember Brute? God, that shit was horrid.
It's almost as bad as Stetson.
Oh, God, Stetson.
Woo, thanks, you got me a bottle of Stetson.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's really close to your last name. No, it's not. It smells like shit.
Well, to be fair, I mean, Kyle, we've been meaning to talk to you.
Kyle Stetson.
It is pretty close. Stetson, it's pretty close.
What does Kyle smell like?
Stetson.
Whiskey and awesomeness.
Whiskey, bourbon, and Stetson. Oh, is he a cowboy?
The joint of every cowboy bar. Holy shit.
Oh.
I can hear Kyle coming from a mile away. The smell of Stetson is, I almost said Stetson. The smell of Stetson is high in the air.
I know
what I'm getting
I
you.
must be around here.
We gotta work on photoshopping a bottle of Stetson and rename it so it says
Stinson with Kyle's face on it.
Like the top of the squirt part is just Kyle's face. Oh shit.
It shoots out his mouth.
When you push it, I laugh.
I want that on a shirt. I want that on the back of a shirt.
Yep.
What do you smell like? Absolute geek. Stinson. Oh, that's great.
I got you. It's because it's like your last
Get
name.
Stinson for when the world screams, and you reply, "No, sir, that's an incorrect statement." Coming to your shelves, Christmas. It's a perfect Christmas gift. White elephant gift for your office, your virtual office this year. Get some
I heard you like to work on cars. So on my way here at Circle K, I got you the thing to check your air pressure in your tire. Hey, thanks.
That's the smell of Stinson. VW motor oil.
Oh my god.
A spritzer of VW motor oil.
You smell of burnt oil and exhaust.
Oh, it's perfect.
It is.
Stetson.
It's funny because it's true.
Right. All right, well, let's start off by talking about some of the biggest news this week, and that would be that The Walking Dead is coming to an end after 11 seasons.
So
it's
not ever going to come true for Chad.
I just started watching that yesterday.
No necrophilia.
You got plenty of time to catch up.
Episode 1, and I was like, this is pretty good.
I'm fucking scared.
But it needs to end.
3 years were okay, but then
Yeah,
there's this
till about
lull, this
season-
3-year lull in there, and it's
What,
just like,
Kyle?
oh
About
my
season
God.
5 is when shit starts going south?
Negan is kind of when it went south.
Yeah. When
No,
Negan
the
shows up.
governor was a bad lull right in there that
No.
was just like, okay, this is enough.
No, season 4 was awesome.
No, it was not. It was not. No.
Season 1 was good. Season 2 was kind of a lull.
Season 3 was good.
I
Season 3
kind of
was good.
liked season 2. It wasn't too bad, but you're right. It wasn't action packed like 1 was.
I think 1, which is it caught you by surprise. You just weren't ready for it. Nobody was completely ready for it. Even if you were a fan of The Walking Dead, you just weren't ready for it. Like it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
there wasn't really anything like it going on at the time. You know, zombies were kind of on a lull. It's the word of the day, a lull. And so it kind of, when it came out around Halloween, and I think I don't know,
yeah, they definitely released good timing. Good timing on the release on that one. They were smart there. But the first time that I watched it, I tried to sit through the first episode. I was like, this is trash. I didn't even start watching it until maybe they were like, I think they were in season 3, maybe even halfway through it when I started watching season 1 again and picked it up. I couldn't get over the fact Rick rode that horse all the way in there, climbed into a tank, and then they called him, and he got out of the tank. Like, dude, you're in the middle of a fucking horde of zombies. Try and start the fucking tank. Are you kidding me right now? You're in a zombie horde. You're in a tank. It doesn't get any better. Try and drive the fucking tank.
or just chill out for like 3
Never
hours
left.
until they get distracted and leave.
Right. Never look for the keys. Never check the gas gauge. Never fucking just.
Hey man, when you have an
someone called me
impatient,
on the
when you have an
radio, I gotta
impatient
get out.
Asian delivery man yelling at you, telling you that it's time to go, you gotta go. You can't stay in the tank.
I got that far in it, and I was like, well, there's a TV show I can't watch.
That's too big of a plot hole for me.
I was like, wow, that was horrible. Why does
At least
everyone
if you would have
like
went
this?
up and went, damn, the keys aren't here. You could have
Damn,
said,
it won't
okay,
start.
I understand. He's got to get out now. I get it. I get it.
Absolutely. One 30-second clip in there of him looking for keys.
It would have been
check
better if he would have hit the
gauge,
gas gauge.
something to just say, hey, I can't maintain in the tank. Would have anything would have been like, okay, at least they're writing this well. And it wasn't. It was just like, oh, I gotta get out of the tank because I got a
Well,
little right idiot.
He didn't check for keys in the comic either.
Nope.
Well, that's a very valid point.
Ending in season 11, which is set to start filming in early 2021. The season 11 premiere will be late 2021, probably October. And the show is set to end in 2022. But that's not the end, as You're gonna get a Daryl and Carol spinoff.
And you didn't say it's going to be a longer season.
Yeah, and it's a longer season.
Oh yeah, season. And it's a longer.
Well, no. So
season.
Are they extending? Because at the panel at San Diego Comic-Con, they were talking about how
longer season.
Shut up. At the San Diego Comic-Con panel, they were saying that season 10 they're going to do the finale, and then there's going to be like 4 more episodes on season 10. So what are they just making that season 11 now?
No, they're still getting those extra episodes, and then season 11 is having extra episodes as well.
Okay.
Because
I swear to God, now that
they were getting ready and wrapping it up,
now.
and they were like, "Oh crap, we forgot to have necrophilia," so they had to extend it and add a couple of episodes and toss in some necrophilia.
Kyle, what you're saying? He just needs to wake up now.
Yes,
it was all a dream.
Michonne's a nurse. Fucking Negan's the janitor. Fucking.
That'd be hilarious.
End it differently than the comic, huh?
He's pushing a mop, and it says Lucille right on the fucking mop. Like right in between his hands on the handle, it just says Lucille. It was all a crazy dream. So
Gabriel's just a priest that comes in and out of all the rooms. Fucking. That's what they should do.
I love it. That'd be perfect. That'd be better than the fucking Game of Thrones ending.
But
wake up Shane sitting there.
So do you think that what is her name? Damn it. What the pregnant girl that had the kid on the show or whatever and then left and started another show. Yeah, Maggie, thank you. And then that show crashed, so she came back to Walking Dead. And she's back on Walking Dead, and now Walking Dead's like, "Oh, you're back? Thanks.
We're gonna end, and you don't get a spin-off." Fuck
crashed us.
Well, I want to know what happened between Comic-Con and now, because when they did the Comic-Con home panel, there was no discussion of season 11 being the final season. So you think that would have been big news? They would have dropped. That's something that's relatively new.
I'm gonna let you in on a secret.
Oh, I can't wait for fucking Kyle's secret.
Here, they probably decided after Comic-Con.
No,
really?
They had
don't say that. No.
Known at Comic-Con. Why?
No.
Here, I'm mad.
I'm saying
why
I want to
didn't
know.
they tell us at Comic-Con?
I want to say.
Understand.
I want to know what happened.
They needed to drop the news at Comic-Con, even though they didn't know it was gonna happen. They needed to drop it at Comic-Con.
I want to know what happened. Why they came to that decision.
To know what happened. That's all he's trying to. He's want to know investigative journalism. That's it.
Right. I want to know what happened.
One of the articles that said most everybody's contracts are up.
Okay, well, at least give us that. They didn't give him that. Matt just wants to get to the bottom of the situation.
I just want the facts, bro.
I'm pretty sure.
I just want this to be treated like it's Grizzled Geek, and I want the damn facts. All right.
Did you actually read the articles? Because I'm pretty sure they said everyone's contracts are up.
By the way, guys, always go to Grizzled Geek for the aggregate. No, I'm just kidding.
Because
facts.
You know, the facts, man. They've already pretty much killed everybody off anyways, so.
Yeah, it's over.
Articles that I read?
I have an idea, Chad.
At Absolute Geek, we only read the headlines.
That is
right. And then we talk about it.
Yeah,
I go to read articles.
Because why do you care about someone else's opinion? You want to hear our goddamn opinions.
We don't actually read the articles. We just read the title.
Quit giving away our trade secrets. Dick.
So they could have actually given it away in the article. We actually just didn't read it.
Mr.
We look at it. We
Mr.
go, "Oh, that's
Call.
interesting." And then we go.
Did you read the article, Corbin?
Yeah, Bleeding Fool. Of course, I did.
Stupid. Did you read the articles, Matt?
I did.
Are you talking about articles on our site usually?
Yeah, to prep for the show.
Yeah, I usually do in the Facebook chats. I catch up later and click on just to get a running idea. Some of them are like the odd news dumb segments that you pretty much know the story when you read the title. So I'm not gonna say I look at all of them.
I don't read. I read the headlines for odd news and like that's funny, and then I like what we come up with way better than what the actual story is.
I look at the headlines and that's the story. I'm not gonna get any more. Like usually those odd stories, there's nothing else. They just crank out words to say exactly what they said in the title. So, but as far as the comic stuff, movie stuff that's interesting, yeah, because otherwise I'd be doing this.
Yep.
You know, so
I think what happened behind the scenes is contracts are up.
No name actors happened.
People wanted more money. There wasn't enough characters there that need to keep the story going. Like the comics, they spin everything off. They're not giving as much back end shit out.
Yeah, they had to kill them all.
I think it's
They can do what they want now. They don't have to follow anybody's guidelines. They don't have to follow anybody's storylines now. Now if they have 3 Walking Dead spinoffs, they can do whatever they want with them.
Now they do what they want.
Shit, you're getting Walking Dead World Beyond. I know that's one season. You have Fear the Walking Dead. You're getting the Walking Dead Carol Daryl show, and then you're getting the Walking Dead like companion show where they're gonna bring back old characters, and you're gonna get to see like different things.
They just need to let it die.
The old characters.
They need to bring it back, and they need to do the Daryl, Carol, and Meryl show, and that's
Carol
that would be
Bay.
awesome.
Daryl, Carol, and Meryl. Who the hell's Meryl?
Yeah, Daryl, and Meryl.
Who's Meryl? Is there gonna be a new character that they bring in?
Meryl, Daryl's brother, his
Merle?
older brother.
Merle?
Yeah, Meryl.
No,
Yeah,
not Meryl.
No,
Meryl.
you know what they should? It should be Carol, and Meryl, and they run a little bed and breakfast.
I like the sound of that.
It's a little bed and breakfast that they run in the zombie apocalypse.
A breakfast, a little bed and breakfast.
People come to stay there, like weary, tired travelers get to stay there, and they get a place to sleep and a nice breakfast in the morning. And Merle and Daryl are out there killing, walkers so they don't get in, so these people can rest easy. I think you're onto something.
Right. And they could be on like a little farm, like the back 5-10 acres could all be like, they could have chickens so that they can
have a wacky zombie neighbor that he's always in the shenanigans.
And you could do it from the cook's perspective. Like, how is it? It's like Chopped or Top Chef on crack, because like you might be eating, but you're serving out high quality food. And yeah, we could. Yeah, it's like a. Yeah,
Corbin just took it way off the rails.
Yeah, I totally did. Well, you forget. I just said I watched.
Somehow it went from being
I watched episode last week. I'm trying to show. Conversation.
I don't know. Like a sit down talk, like David Letterman.
Yeah, Oprah.
Tell us about your story.
So they're just interviewing everyone about their stories.
Then you can bring in like an
and then it's a flashback.
So it's like a show Ride mixed with The Walking Dead. So they talk about like this person's history, and then they try to make food to go along with their story.
No.
You get a zombie. You get a zombie. You get a zombie. Everyone check under your chair. Everybody gets a zombie.
No, I got this. Is what they're going to do. They're going to ask a question and then pour hot sauce on a zombie and kill it.
Wait, yo, guys.
And every time they ask a question, they pour hotter hot sauce onto the zombie.
What if it was like Jerry Springer, though? Where it's like the sister's there and she's like, hey, I had my best friend, but I've fallen in love with my brother. And the whole crowd's like, what? And they're like, oh. And then Jerry goes, who's Ed? And Ed's like, or then she's like, oh, that's my brother's cousin. And then he comes out.
Ding, ding, ding.
And then they go into fighting.
I'd rather see a show where Daryl and Carol run an underground zombie fighting ring.
I think
that's
first
a better
rule of
show.
underground zombie fighting ring is you don't talk about underground zombie fighting ring.
Yeah, that's a better
That'd
show.
be pretty good. I'd watch that shit.
Underground.
It's like cockfighting of the zombie fucking
Yeah.
apocalypse. You tie fucking like
like
swords
Fight
and
Club.
shit to them.
Swords.
Yeah, it's like Fight Club.
you don't talk about Fight Club. That's the one rule.
Dude, you come out and you put like knives in their feet and shit.
Not into, Fight Club. There's a little storyline in one of the Star Wars Tales comic books.
And the way they
Fight
attack
Club.
each other is you pour like pig blood and have like pig intestines on them, so it makes them like attack each other. And whoever's standing after they're done.
No, you have to sacrifice a human and cover the zombies in fresh human blood. And then, so you got to go out and hunt you some fresh, human blood and then sacrifice the humans and find the humans that were doing not, nasty stuff to other people and be like, all right, we got your number now.
And you hang them upside down, you slit them like a cow.
Death. You just slice them like a cow, drizzle them.
And then you fucking, and then their chef comes out and the top chefs the shit out of that main course for everybody.
That'd be great.
Neat.
They should really consult us.
Yes, they should.
I think we just figured out why they don't consult us. I think we just supported the reason why it's never okay to listen to your fans about anything.
Well, no, you end up with like the Homer, the car that Homer designed.
Yeah, right. Hey, that car was great. It had everything.
It did. It was badass. It had big fins.
Didn't someone actually
Extra large
make
cup holder.
the Homer?
Yeah, extra large.
I think someone actually did make the Homer. I could swear that I saw that on the internet. That doesn't mean it's true. I know.
Everything you see on the internet is true.
Spoiler alert. But I think someone like in their garage or in their back barn or whatever got down to it and they're like, I'm gonna make the Homer and made one. I could be wrong.
Was the Homer really made?
Here you go.
Grizz, where you at, buddy? Where you at on this one? Fact check. Yeah, I knew it. I told you, man.
Not found.
The Homer.
There you go.
That's so awesome.
You have the bubble back seat because when the kids are annoying. The extra large drink cup.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
love it.
Homer, you said he hates it when he can't put his extra large drink in the car because there's nowhere to put it.
Yeah. I
There it is.
love it.
The Homer.
Love it.
The Homer.
Matt already knew that season 11 was going to be the last one. He knew it already.
No, I said I had a feeling because you're getting to the point in the show where they ended the comic. So why would they keep it going much past that?
Because they could do whatever they want.
I think that's why they have the spin-off shows. The main shows gonna stick close to the comic.
What are the ratings? What are the ratings going right now?
The fuck is your problem?
What
What was that, Chad?
What's the ratings? Are they drastically dropping off?
No,
and, like,
it's still. I mean,
fans.
Only
or-
me and Matt watching it now.
no, they're not as good as like they used to be, but it's still the number one rated cable television show on Sunday nights. So it's still a highly watched and popular
Yep.
show. Corbin,
Me
you're
and Matt
muted.
watch it.
That's only because Batwoman's not on the air.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what it
yeah, that's what.
is. That's what it is. 100% nailed that one.
was just
Corbin
saying.
has figured it all out. Batwoman's not on the air, so everyone's
That's why
watching
they
Walking Dead
don't
instead.
Wow, Kyle leaves on that one. I started
No
speaking
more.
back to Kyle Dips.
No more competition. And Batgirl went off, so they were like, well,
You know, football couldn't keep up, but fucking Batgirl, man, that's gonna fucking kill the Walking Dead.
can't just sit here and rub my nipples. I guess I'll watch something. Huh? Walking Dead's on. Guess I'll check that out.
That's it.
Oh, Batgirl. Oh,
People want to know what happened to Kate Kane. That's all I'm saying.
nobody did.
They're like, no more Batgirl. I guess
Show
I'll.
was on.
What else is on?
Right.
Oh, look, Walking Dead. You ever heard of that? Let's check this out.
I just think they're going the cheaper route now. They can do whatever they want, and
Yeah, make spinoffs.
Robert Kirkman and shit still gets a little bit of that. He gets that based on money, but he doesn't get that. Hey, it's gotta be like my comic book.
He doesn't get that big fat Walking Dead check.
Oh, poor Corbin.
Yeah,
He's yawning like he's fucking 67.
In other news, Wonder
I'm so
Woman
tired.
1984 has been delayed till Christmas Day.
Did you say odd news?
No, I said other news.
Other news. The
What-
beat would have came. Oh, if
That's
Odd
a hell of
came
a
on,
transition, man.
Why
Yeah.
did they delay it now?
If it was
I missed
odd
that.
news, they're delaying it because
and in
of
other news,
yeah, they're delaying it because Tenet, the big Christopher Nolan movie, fucking bombed ass in theaters. It was beat out by Mulan, who did a home release versus Tenet in theaters. So now studios are scrambling as theater people are not going back to the theaters. Yeah.
so since Tenet got beat up by Mulan, there shouldn't even be a home release. That movie never happened. Wipe it off the record.
So they
Like,
are.
got beat up by Mulan.
I'm
That's
releasing it at home too.
They should have, but they didn't, and they got beat up by Mulan. Like that movie. Yeah. Bye. See you later. Tenet never happened in my mind.
So they're panicking and moving around release dates for movies. Speculation is Black Widow will be removed from its release date in November, as well. So we'll see.
You know, I watched Bored and Annoyed did a podcast on Tenet because they went and saw it, and they said it was pretty good. They were like, "Yeah,
who the fuck is Bored and Annoyed? Like, who else are you pushing on this show?" Podcast. Yeah, what are you doing?
What the fuck is that?
The information is out there for all of us to ponder.
Kyle is visibly upset by what you just said.
Oh my gosh.
Kyle is just visibly upset by what you just said.
Seek and you shall find.
That's true. But Kyle needs to put that side on again. That side angle shows the glorious mane. I did like that. The yes. Oh my
the
god.
Glorious mane.
Oh man. My hair's tingling.
Trimmed it up a little bit.
No, you're talking about your hair, not your beard.
Well, hey, no, all of it. The whole package is fine. You know? I strive to have such a magnificent.
I actually stopped combing it so I can grow some pandemic dreads.
Yeah. You know, we see how everyone does it. When Matt cleans himself up, he puts a Facebook pic. You know, you gotta like that stuff. He gets himself looking good once in a while.
I feel myself every once
ladies
every 16 years.
That's a ladies.
That's exactly what I do, Corbin. In the mirror, I'm like, ladies. Yeah, that's exactly it. You fucking nailed it, Corbin. It's like you're standing in my window watching.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. I mean, listen. Confidence is a thing. Whenever I got one, I'm like, yeah, I look good, but I suck at taking pictures.
So Tenet only came out in theaters?
Yep.
How the fuck did everybody see that like 3 weeks ago before it came out?
They had a Monday pre-release, and then the official release was that following Friday.
It seemed like everybody's seen it like 3 weeks in advance.
Meh.
But I heard it was pretty good.
Maybe meh.
I've heard mixed things.
Meh.
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 I heard it came out like 3 weeks before. Meh.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's like the worst transition to something. Meh.
I'm not transitioning.
Well, I mean, you went and saw New Mutants. How was that, Matt? I mean, you went and looked at. We talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
It was. Do you feel like, oh my god, coronavirus? I was in the theater. I should panic.
Meh.
No, and apparently Dr. Anthony Fauci came out on the news today and said it was specifically asked about when people should return to theaters, and he was saying that it should be up to a year after they get a vaccine. Dude, I mean, going to the movies, I had no problem. It was
just come on the news and say
2 seats.
A year?
It was 2 seats, and then I had seats empty next to me, so I wasn't worried about it. It's no different than going to the grocery store to me. Like,
yeah, like
it's a lot different. You're watching a movie.
I know you're sitting.
Store, you're putting food in a cart.
Yeah,
it's a lot different. It's a lot different.
Thanks, Kyle. I'm glad you're on top of it.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Keep them honest, Kyle.
There's a lot more people that walk through the aisle and fucking spit and talk and
when I go to the movie,
rub all over that food, and then they're like, "No, I don't want it."
Grocery store,
and then they put it back on the shelf.
Grizzle Geek,
like, I didn't want it anyway.
Grizzle Geek says,
and you're like, "Oh, I needed that bag of flour," and you put their fucking breath and shit in your cart.
Oh, here, I'm gonna buy a bottle home. This is like being at the movies.
Grizzle Geek says, "Solo, the only other podcast we promote is the Grizzle Geek podcast here."
He got a point.
I did. I asked him to fact check me.
He said Mulan was projected to make $90 million domestically before pandemic. It was a tent-pole movie.
Really?
That's what he said.
Tent-pole movie.
Did he get that from We Got This Covered?
Probably.
Or We Guessed It Yesterday. .com.
Oddly, I heard on another podcast.
Check on it.
I'm sorry, Mike. I had to go at you, man. We Got This Covered is just never acceptable. It'll never be forgiven or forgotten.
We were talking on Tales for the Dark Side.
But yeah, I didn't have an issue going to the movies. I'd go again. I just have no interest in seeing Tenet, so I haven't gone.
Yeah, I mean, Christopher Nolan's best movie, number 1, Dark Knight Rises, number 2, Inception. I don't
Dark
see
Knight
why.
Rises number 1 over the Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight is the most overrated movie of the past 20 years, man. Easy.
What the fuck is Tenet about?
It doesn't, Kyle. It doesn't even matter. It's stupid.
I heard it was really good.
I've heard it's
No,
good too.
it's stupid. I heard it was stupid myself.
Did you make that dumb movie with the stinky all right guy that was like a space movie?
Yeah, Inception.
All right. What, Andre 3000?
No, not
not
Inception. It was Interstellar. Sorry.
Interstellar. That movie was fucking horrid. God, I hated that movie.
Interstellar.
Is that like what Tenet's about, though? Is it like a space
No,
movie?
yeah, kind of, but not really.
Space time traveling movie? Like
A little bit, but it's more of a different
God, better
alternate reality.
The problem with
Like
Tenet is I hear
different
you gotta watch it like multiple times to understand it. Something like it's like time travel, I guess, but it's not. They say, and then like everything is done in reverse. So like he's seeing things before it happens.
Yeah,
and like I just know that there's one scene where he's got to shoot a gun, and instead of you don't shoot the gun, you catch the bullet. It's like this is the most confusing thing I've ever seen in my life. I have no interest.
So you watched it?
No, I've only seen the trailer. I have no interest in sitting there. I have no interest in trying to sit there.
You did a double feature. Don't lie.
And depict that movie.
And then you went watching, and then you.
I'll just listen to Couch Crunchers. There's guys on Saturday night that do a way better job of tearing apart a movie than I do. So I'll just listen to Sam from Couch Crunchers just go to town on it. And
did he not like it?
No, he liked it. They all liked it.
I'm gonna wait until Grizz goes and sees it because that's the only other podcast I watch other than this one, because this is the best one. And then there's Grizzle Geek and all other podcasts. I don't even fucking.
TV side promoted. I don't watch it.
Grizzle Geek is the warm up, and we're the main attraction, man. They're our opening act.
No, sir.
Grizzle Geek is our opening act.
Grizz has the movie facts, and you can't say different.
He's not lying, you know.
Good looking says I'm out as soon as I pick up my jaw from what Corbin just said.
I mean, listen, he knows it's true. Check out the facts, Grizzle Geek. It's the truth. The Dark Knight is one of the more overrated movies. We're not going to settle on this. Let's move on to the next thing, though.
I like that. We're not settling on this.
Next.
Corbin, Chad just became my favorite, says Grizzle Geek.
Huh?
Corbin, Chad just became my favorite.
First off, he called me Colbin, dude. Colbin? You couldn't take the time to write Colbin?
I don't care. What was your other? It's not Corbin. It's God. What was it that Scotty Schwartz kept calling you? Damon.
No.
Damon.
No.
Damon.
That's dead. Stop.
So, do you think Tenet would have done better if they would have done a home release as well? Like he could have done a video on demand or a...
I think the problem with Tenet is just how convoluted and like over the top it is that people are saying you have to watch it multiple times.
People like Sam can understand it.
Yeah, basically.
No, I think that. Well, I think there's a couple
people like me the common...
idiots. Yeah, functioning retards like you don't understand it.
I don't think that the trailers for it represent it very well.
Just kidding.
And they make it seem overly confusing, and they don't really give you a good description in the writings of the like narrative of what the movie's about. They don't really break it down good for you, so it does make it very confusing and not interested. Like you read it or you watch the trailer and you're like, well, I don't want to go see this because it sounds lame. And then you watch You watch someone who like did, give a review of it, and they're like, well, I took a chance, I went and saw it, and this is what it is about, and it was actually really pretty cool because of this and that and this and that. And then it makes the movie a little bit better. I think if they want to make money and they're smart, they will at the end of the month, like October, November.
Dumb it down for all you Kyles out there.
They'll release it on Netflix, Amazon, something, Hulu, something like that, Vudu, whatever. All the 10 million channels out there. They'll hook up with one and they'll release it in the home and charge $25 and a bunch of people will watch it. And that's kind of what I said before all of this COVID crap when we were like, well, what's going to happen to the movies? Well, you release them, you put them in the theater for a month, and then you yank them out of the theater and you punch them into the house as quick as possible. That's the only way they're going to make money and come back.
I knew another guy that was on those lines too.
Yeah.
My Grizzle Geek says, no matter how confusing the trailer was, if it was good, word of mouth would have saved it, a la Matrix. I don't know. I just think that it...
You don't think Matrix is overrated too?
I do. I absolutely do.
That shit was the bomb when it came out.
Yeah, back in the
Way better than like Ben Affleck and Phantoms.
No, sir, that's an incorrect statement.
Dude,
No.
like every time I would upgrade my surround sound, The Matrix is the movie that I adjusted it with. If that fucking shooting scene where he walks in, he puts the bag on there, he opens up his thing, holy shit. Fucking.
I feel like I'm watching the movie. I feel like I'm getting a visual reenactment of the Matrix.
When he does that and fucking.
Wait, what does he do again, Kyle?
When that shit, you fucking have that shit cranked on your surround sound.
What does he do again, Kyle? Show me one more time.
Okay, here, hold on. I'll do this.
He's gonna knock everything over.
So what he does is walks through the metal detector, goes beep, beep, and he goes, and the guard goes, holy shit, he goes, knocks him back.
Yeah.
We're gonna say Morpheus. I was like, dude, every time I got a new piece of surround sound, I fucking blared that shit.
Why is the mic coming from you?
That was my adjustment movie. That and Black Hawk Down.
I mean, after our conversation yesterday in the chat, Corbin, he's not far off from the booster seat comment.
Oh, forget you. Forget you, man.
So, word is that Doogie...
Everybody did not watch The Matrix with the surround sounds.
I didn't.
No,
what's that one song? Crushed to that dum 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 dum. What's that one song that's from The Matrix? Club did that.
Okay, but now
that
I have a question.
Is my jam. Yeah.
You guys saw the trailer for Tenet, correct?
Yeah.
I have it.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
Oh shoot.
Did you guys see the trailer for the new Matrix, the Matrix 4 that's supposed to come out?
I don't need to. I'm just going to go see it.
No, there's no trailer, is there?
I thought that was a fan thing.
No, it's not real.
No, they spoiled out the first 3 minutes.
Dude,
no, it can't be real because they haven't even started filming it yet.
Dude, we got this covered. Don't fall for it, Chad.
They put that out. They put out the first 10 minutes.
Nah, bro. I think you're getting scammed, homie.
It's scammed you totally, dude. It's
Yeah,
a well-edited.
Find it because I got to see it.
Look it up. Look it up.
Bro, it's a well-edited fan film. Go to Grizzle Geek. I'm sure he watched it.
I almost swear to God
like,
that they released the first 10 minutes.
I fucking hope
They
so.
showed it. And it was amazing. Like when I don't even like The Matrix, and I saw the new trailer, and I was like, I'll go watch that fucking
dude,
movie.
these YouTube actors, no-name actors, are really showing up and showing out in 2020. Completely fabricated, bro. I'm telling you.
Nubia hates The Matrix.
Why would that
watch
stay
it
under
so
the
many
radar?
times.
You know what I mean? Well, Chad might know, but I'm just saying. Unless you, I don't doubt that you have sources that we don't. But I'm telling you, man, that's not public.
Look at Corbin.
I'm telling you, it was.
There is no trailers for the Matrix 4. No official trailers for the Matrix.
I'm about to tell you, man. It's not official.
All right.
Time to Google, sirs.
There we go.
I'm looking at IMDb right now. There's no official trailer.
Yeah, check
There's
it
a
out.
bunch of fan-made fake trailers.
Dude, I can make a badass fake trailer.
Really, I'd like to see it.
My name is Neo.
That's actually kind of compelling.
There is no trailer.
Grab the bullets and drop it. Hell yeah.
No, actually, that's too close, though.
Because the movie's been
Dude, there's
pushed.
no way.
The movie's been pushed to April 2022. They haven't even started production on it yet.
You don't like the first Matrix movie, Matt.
I
You never did.
I
Never was like that.
I never said I didn't like it. I'm just saying it's overrated.
Overrated.
Overrated is different than I like The Dark Knight. It's just overrated. I mean, honestly, the sad thing is, if Heath Ledger hadn't passed away, it'd be just another decent Batman movie.
Think so?
I think so, man. I'm not like it, well. Okay,
No.
Maybe another story for another time. But I asked people, what's the one thing they get from that movie that was so like lasting, and they keep going Heath Ledger's performance. And I tell you, if the man was still around, all due respect, rest in peace, he'd be like Joaquin Phoenix.
You got to think about it though. He went for movies like A Knight's Tale and 10 Things I Hate About You.
Mm-hmm. Oh, to that.
Those are the kind of movies that he did. So, like, you know,
that's like.
Remember, he was the bad boy Australian. You know what I mean? Like
he did.
Or
Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean,
Dark Knight?
Val Kilmer.
No, he did it before Dark Knight.
Dude, no, but it feels like a lot not like Val Kilmer. It feels like Michael Keaton. Remember,
wasn't he in?
And then he did Batman. But I see what you're saying.
Mike or Grizzle Geek for the fact says all those trailers have Agent Smith in it, and he's not in the Matrix 4.
No, he's not.
Did he die in Lord of the Rings?
You know it.
No, he died in Corbin's spin-off fan film Burger of the Kings.
I don't know, man. I think the Matrix is badass, man. Oh, still to this day,
Hard to be funny. No, I'm kidding.
it's badass.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just saw some weird.
Grizzle
I
Geek
could've
says Corbin is not my
swore-
6th favorite on the show. We don't
my
even have
God.
6 members.
Come on, bro. Why are you doing this, man? I'm just speaking facts, speaking opinions here.
You know, nothing beats a good B movie, though.
No, that's true. The Fantastic Four B movie's still up there.
He says I'd rather
What?
I'd rather listen to an entire episode of We Be Geeks than Corbin's opinion.
What the fuck? You know, I'm out, boys. Those are fighting words. I'm a bull.
Oh.
You know, this conversation, I really want to see Tenet now.
The trailers were terrible for it. Everyone that saw it, that kind of everyone that I know that saw it, which was only like 3 people, they said that it was a lot better than what they expected. It was a little hard to follow at times, but it was pretty good. And
I heard that the problem, they talk so fast throughout the movie, like you need closed captioning because everything's so fast paced and they talk so fast, like you have to watch it a couple times to fully understand it.
Yeah,
and I just don't want to invest in that kind of movie right now.
I think there definitely are some confusing concepts in there, but I mean,
that's more one I would watch at home. I don't, because then I can just watch it as many times as I need to. I don't have to sit in the theater all those times. But
see, then you take something like Interstellar, where like Jen and her son and everybody, they loved it and they talked about it for hours afterwards, and it's like, man, I've been a nerd for years. The last thing I need is a 2.5-hour dictation of how fucking time travel and the time-space continuum works. I fucking got it back in the 70s after watching Star Trek. I got it in fucking every other movie since. The Space Odyssey, the fucking... I got it. I don't need a 2.5-hour dictation tutorial about the time-space continuum. Movie fucking sucked.
I think the whole thing about Interstellar is that it's visually stunning. Like, it wasn't that like one of the first 4K movies, and it was like
it was
visually stunning. But
and I mean, there was some cool scenes and shit that they had in there. There was some cool, backdrops and stuff, but it just that movie did not resonate.
I'm telling you, Chad, you need to start a movie review podcast because your fucking reviews are just fascinating.
Here, I'll act like I know about movies. You see, I really didn't like it because of the final act. The final act really got me, and I was like, I just don't like the way this final act. The middle act was good, but that final act just didn't resonate with me. The fuck are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about when you say final act.
The final act of the movie. The final half of the movie. The
gives
end
a
of the
fuck?
movie.
It's a movie.
The conclusion of the movie.
What are you going to break it up into chunks for? It's a goddamn movie.
That's how a movie's broken up.
Oh, I guess the final act.
The first act, the middle act, and the third act. That's how a movie's made. It's made in acts.
People don't go to the movies like that.
Sure they do.
Do you, Chad?
Only if I'm acting out.
Dude, I'm done inviting you on this show. That's 3 weeks in a row with these stupid ass dad jokes.
If you're gonna softball toss that shit at me, I'm knocking it out the park every time.
I did, man. I did. I threw it underhand for you. It was an underhand softball for you.
Like fucking that Rookie of the Year, that baseball movie where the kid breaks his arm and his mom's like the softball pitch. No, that's Angels in the Outfield.
That's right. Man.
That's Angels in the Outfield. The what I'm talking about is it's Gary Busey, isn't it? The kid breaks his arm and his tendons are so tight that he can throw like 100-mile-an-hour fastball, so he gets picked up by the Cubs, and finds out that his mom was like a big time pitcher. And the underhand pitch.
Final act, his tendons
loosened. Yep,
and
exactly.
He couldn't throw as fast, but he still had to get through the
Kyle knows.
I've never seen that movie.
The bullshit you just explained the movie.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, I do go see shows like that, but for different reasons, not for just pure entertainment. With different acts and different scenes, and
I don't go in the movie going, okay, the first act is over. What's going to happen in the second act? Oh, it's the final act. Look, they're wrapping everything. I don't go to the movie like that.
I don't either, unless it's like a more.
Unless it's a Marvel movie.
Well, no, more like a historical documentary, more of a.
Get the fuck out of here.
More of an informed, information type.
That's why plays are Act 1, Act 2, Act 3.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I expect. But no, movies, no, I don't watch the act.
When I go to the movies for historical drama, that's when I decide if I like the acts.
But see, I found the fucking ultimate movie by accident. And
I want to see that movie so fucking bad.
I want to see the Velocipasture so bad. It's not even funny because it's got a great line. The synopsis is fucking great, right?
It is. Read it for everybody.
After losing his parents, a priest travels to China where he inherits a mysterious ability that allows him to turn into a dinosaur. At first, horrified by this new power, a prostitute convinces him to use it to fight crime and ninjas. Now, that's a fucking movie I can get behind.
Like that and ninjas.
I will fucking... That's right.
And in the final act,
Velocipasture.
Everybody.
I'm telling you right now, 4.5 stars. Haven't even seen it yet. That's a movie that's going to be good. I'm looking for it. And that's Wookie's review.
I will go to the movies to see that.
Right?
And I'm going to go, this is the final act. Fuck yeah. We just finished Act 1. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Act 2. Act 2, everybody. Right in the middle of the theater. Act 3.
Look, everybody, it's Act 2, everybody.
Fucking Christ.
Velocipasture.
Pastor, goddammit.
I'm down.
Yeah, that's how I was like, Velocipasture. What is it, a fucking
field?
What is it, a field? It's a Velocifield?
Yeah, that's right. Velocifield.
Just a raptor field. All right.
Velocipasta.
It's funny. So DC, or not DC, but season 2 of The Boys is being review bombed right now because people are pissed off that you're not getting all the season at one time. And I was one of those people. I did not review bomb it, but I was one of those people that was irritated by that.
You guys aren't NBC. I don't want to wait a week to see your shit. Put the shit out. Motherfuckers. They did it with The Mandalorian. We let it slide. God damn it, Amazon. What the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah,
put the shit out. Let us watch it one night and be done with it.
They think they're HBO Max and they can just put the first 3 episodes out and then do it week by week. It can't be like that. You can't end The Boys after the way the season episode 3 ended and then be like, oh, you got to wait a week. Fuck
Yeah, that was
fuck off.
And it's not as good. It's good, but it's not as good as the first season at all.
I think you're high. What was in your cigarette that you probably smoked before coming here, Chad? Because
I'm not in
awesome.
So far. I'm not enjoying it as much as I did first season.
Oh, dude.
Now, I'm not saying it's not good. I am enjoying it. I'm just not yet. I'm not enjoying it as much.
Did you put The Boys was one of those shows where you knew it was going to be good, but it was a lot better than it really was ended up being. Like, it was way better than you expected it.
That is
And
true.
now you've
true.
kind of built this up. So now
Sure.
season 2 comes out and you're like, yes, it's good, but no, it's not giving me that wow factor that season 1 had given me, because it just out of the gate, it was just different.
Well, and not only that, but like in Act 3, when they come out, I wasn't feeling Act 3 or 4. The rest was pretty good. Act 3 and 4 was kind of short. I don't know. It was good.
Act 4 was short.
When Chemical fucking rips that dude's head off completely, and then when the fucking Stormfront slits her brother's wrists or breaks his wrists and shit, fucking shit's dope.
There's
dude.
good things about it. It's just the wow factor is not the caught you off guard, the awesomeness that it was. You've got this expectation now. So going into season 2, it was like when you went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy, you were blown away. It was great. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 came out and you're like, it's good. It's not bad. It's not great. But the first one just had this wow to it. And I think that's just what The Boys was. I think The Boys
Homelander is one of the best villains on TV, I think.
Sure, but and you proved a great point. Your first comment was, I was talking to Matt, but you too, Kyle.
Yeah, the final act, he really proved a good point.
When the last thing one of the very almost last things we saw when Storm Bitchy comes in and breaks his arms and does all that action happens in the very last episode 3, the
final act.
Act 3.
Act 3 of episode 3.
And there was literally little to no action all before that. Like, there wasn't anything that was like, oh yeah, cool, they're going at it, they're getting together, they're doing some shit, they're just going.
So,
I mean, it was just
story building.
It was.
They're chasing her, and Stormfront's going through the apartment building, just chucking people out windows and stuff. Like, they're not
again
heroes.
All Act 3.
Yeah, and then you had the stuff where they drove through. Like, I love when they blow through that whale in the speedboat, and Huey's still sitting there, like, just having a moment inside the blown out whale in Act 3, apparently.
All right, I'll give you Act 2.5 of episode 3.
Leading into Act 3.
But you know what I mean? Like, the whole 1 and 2 was just. And I get it. They're building up story, and sometimes you got to sit through the long-winded Empire scenes of the fucking command ship, and while Grand Moff Tarkin is fucking telling a story, and I get it. You have to have some of that, but it just was after that the way that it ended last season. It was so action packed and so like in your face and so just over the top. I really thought at least by the end of the first or beginning of the second episode, not act, but episode, they would have a little more like, hey, kapow, kapang, some fucking shit's going to happen now, bitches.
Do you think that happened because of...
Wow, okay.
Okay, we've got a hit. We've got to put it out quicker. And it's just now they don't have as much time to develop this story.
No, I think they were really trying to spend the first 2 developing what they're going to do for the next season, because there's a lot of really little nuances in there. Mm-hmm. So I think it was just build story. And then they gave you at the end of 3, they're like, all right, give them a taste of the action that we're going to build them up for. and we're gonna ram a boat into a fucking blue whale.
That's even more reason to put the whole season out at once. If they're gonna do
I
2
agree.
slow episodes, 2.5 slow episodes,
Yeah.
then that's not where you should leave it off. Like you should. And I get it. They're trying to get people to come back. They're trying to, but it's a paid service. Are they really dependent on ratings?
No, probably not.
No, they know how many people
Amazon, they don't
are there
give a
because
fuck.
they pay for a subscription.
Right.
So they know how many people are there. Regardless if you watch it or not, it doesn't matter because if you watch it or not, you're paying
They
for
print
it.
their own money, but at this point.
Yeah. I mean, that guy's so rich, he don't give a
No,
fuck if you're
you don't
watching
pay
or
your
not.
own money. We all pay for the service that pays for
Get your
everything.
Bezos bucks. Make sure to click our Amazon affiliate link to get your Bezos bucks.
They're printing money.
Dude, if I was that fucking rich, I would do stupid. I'd probably shit in my hand and throw it at the fucking camera live. And
I do that. I'm not even rich.
If you wanted to see it, I don't care. I'm that fucking rich.
I watched that 2 weeks ago.
Too.
What, me throw shit at the camera?
Pretty much. I just watched shit hitting the camera for 3.5 hours 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god, that was terrible. I wish those guys were on here today to suck the life out of this show.
God's so heartless.
We're too lively. Could you guys
Who do you think you are, Joe Rogan?
Here's one for Chad. Disney Plus Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi series is going to be 1 season standalone series.
That's a really good transition, Matt.
It is.
Because Chad is a Star Wars fan.
I know.
And you're leaning into a Star Wars story. You're really picking up this fucking host thing.
I'm finally gotten it.
Wait, start over and do that again because I kind of missed it.
Nope, I'm good.
All that podcast money went to some hosting courses.
No.
Fuck, dude.
I wish I was. I wish I had podcast money.
Fire.
Yeah.
Corbin, it's fire. That was.
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate you.
Dude, I tip my glass to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anyways.
That was a good segue.
It was.
Yeah.
I went to the Renaissance Inn Conference Center and they had a how to be a host of a podcast.
Okay.
You gotta. Yep.
Oh, that's how you transition. That's how you fucking transition.
Yep.
It's a wonderful Friday night.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Season, what's up?
Chad left. I don't know. I can't tell anymore because Chad left. Our resident Star Wars, our resident Wookiee took off.
I'll step in. I'll be the temporary.
How the fuck can you transition now, Matt?
I'm out of it.
Damn it.
I
Did you
can't.
dye your hair red, Matt?
No, it's just this light I have.
My lighting makes me look like a red.
It does. It has like an orange filter on it. It does.
Okay, what was that question?
It said Obi-Wan Kenobi show, 1 season, standalone. What's your thoughts?
I think that's cool that they're doing that. 1 season, you get 1 season of Obi-Wan. They're going to do whatever they do with Obi-Wan. I think it's a good idea. I think there should be more shit like that. Like, why try to build on it? Just do everything you need to do in 1 season. Awesome. Thank you. Then go to another character. Do a season on another cool character.
I think, well, I think that they're going to do so in the comics there's a split up and they divide it little by little.
It tells from the dark side. Fucking spit it out.
So, like in Star Wars Tales, they do these Obi-Wan journals, and I think they're gonna kind of go that route because Obi-Wan ends up leaving a notebook as journal, and
oh my god,
Luke finds it, blah blah blah, and I think that's why they're just
Obi-Wan makes a journal.
The 1 season of that, and there's a lot of really cool, good stories in there about that. I would like to see.
Apprentice really made me mad today. he didn't listen. We were fighting, and he just didn't listen to what I said.
Dear
I
Diary.
really feel the dark side coming over him.
The journal is all about what he was doing while he was on Tatooine, hiding from the Empire.
Dear journal.
He was doing a lot of that.
Dear Diary.
No, there's a lot of really cool stuff that happened to me.
Dear Diary, I did absolutely nothing today. I was a little constipated, and I was really hoping that I was going to shit. But you know what? I didn't. And those goddamn sand people, I'm just getting really fucking tired of them.
Well, one of those sand people is a Jedi that leaves the Jedi Council and ends up becoming the leader of one of the crews of one of the herds of the sand people, and his son is in there, and he starts training him with Force, and then you see
like
some
Dick Force
run in and placation with Obi-Wan, and he ends up protecting Jawas at one point because they're getting overrun, and then he has this run-in with Jabba the Hutt, but he's trying not to be discovered by fucking all of the Empire and all that shit. So I think it could be really cool. I'm hoping to see a little bit of Darth Maul. I don't know.
Geek says, day 298, stop trying to remove sand from my ass today. I think I kind of liked it. Dear Diary, today I threw a rock at a Jawa. Like, I don't know. I'm bored already.
Day 300. I use my lightsaber to cut myself just so I can feel again.
I'll hurt myself today.
I just want to feel again.
But I mean, that also, if they do it right, they can open up a bunch of other stuff like Dr. Aphra, because the big giant black
Whoa!
Whoa!
He is.
Yikes!
That's his name.
No.
Black.
No.
2020, right?
Gas.
We don't talk like that.
You need to watch what you fucking.
You watch Black Panther. You watch Black Panther. You don't
He's
talk
a
like
big
that.
giant black looking.
Whoa!
Whoa! You know what? I don't feel safe here. This is
This is not a safe space.
It's not a safe space. You're getting canceled, Chad. I'm making sure you get canceled.
I talk about the big white
Corbin would go trash you on Twitter, but he doesn't know if anybody does that anymore.
Big white Wookiees in my
Hey,
pants.
you know what, Chad? I'll give you that. That was a good one. But yeah, I'm canceling you, Chad. We won't have this. And I might go Geek 2 while we're at it since he's supportable. We're gonna cancel all this. We're done.
The bounty hunter, Black Kardashian, the big giant Wookiee.
Black Kardashian. The Black Kardashian. Which one's on there?
And he has a fight with Obi-Wan.
Wait,
So they can tell that story. There's a whole bunch.
They got canceled too.
Yeah, I'm signing. I'm gonna start a petition. You've seen
Not
it.
Kardashian.
I do not remember one Kardashian in Star Wars.
Hashtag cancel Solo Wookiee. Get it trending. Hashtag cancel Solo Wookiee.
Are you talking about that picture with the soccer player? Is that what you're getting at?
And if any of you would like to find out more about this interesting story, please go to Tales from the Dark Side and Star Wars podcast about how awesome
You can find out more about Black Kardashian. Black Kardashian, apparently the giant Wookiee, because Armenian people are hairy.
Black Wookiees matter.
Yeah, you gotta make fun of the
Black
Kardashians.
Wookiees matter.
Huh?
All Wookiees matter.
No, that's not. Wait,
Kyle froze.
Kyle
froze. He froze the best way. We need a screenshot of that.
I'm gonna take a picture right now.
We need a screenshot of that, please.
Right now.
I got it.
Okay.
Make him big.
Oh, he froze big.
No, he's frozen again. He's getting some great poses in this freeze, yo. Dude, it looks like it's straight up on dial-up.
Dude, it took me at least like 40 seconds to realize the guy was not. he wasn't.
It's like it's chat roulette, bro. He moves every couple of seconds.
Oh shit! You should have made him single and big, so I could have got a good screenshot of that shit. Because that was fucking epic.
Oh my god! Solo Wookie says show's gonna have Clone Wars flashbacks, essentially making it an 8-episode advertisement for spin-off shows that they can actually move forward with for more than one season. And I can't read because I've got tears in my eyes right now.
Yeah, so and they'll probably start tying into the Bad Batch. They'll tie into. I mean, the way that they do this run is probably going to tie in and allow them to do a whole bunch of stuff, like you were saying. So because they can spin off, and then it'll tie into the Mandalorian at some point, is my guess, and they'll have a lot of crossover stuff. I'm kind of surprised that they only want to do one season. I thought maybe they'd do 2 or 3. But
he's open. He says Ewan McGregor says he's open
one.
to come back for more, but I think.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they need to do more than one season. I think
it would be awesome if they did. It would be.
Kyle's back.
Dude, my internet has been fucked lately.
Dude, you froze the best.
You froze the best position.
Dude, you guys were fine. You guys were talking, and I could hear everything you guys said, and everything was perfect. I was moving around. Like nothing was frozen. It was awesome.
You were stuck in one position.
Fucking awesome.
No, you weren't.
It was so good.
I get you. That's how it feels on my end, to be honest with you.
Fuck you, Cox Internet.
You were stuck in one position, homie.
You were just like.
I thought you were mocking me at first, but then I'm like, no guy can have his face just like that for 35 seconds.
I thought you were just sitting there like that. I thought you were totally just acting like, indulging in, like, exaggerating your enthusiasm for what I was saying.
Dude, and it would move. It would move a little bit because then you got gems like this, where you were just paused on that face for a little bit.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
Oh,
real hard.
Awesome. That was awesome.
Oh, dude, that was great. Holy
I'll be
shit!
right back. I need more.
Oh, that's so good.
God, I gotta send that to you.
So good. Oh man, Black Kardashian. Oh,
anyway. That was funny as shit.
What were you saying now, Chad, before you were so rudely interrupted?
So I'd kind of like to. I'd kind of like to see them do more than just one season, but I also I'm okay with that. Under the guise that I believe that they're going to use this one season to tell some of the key journal points and stories and bring in the Bad Batch, bring in the clones, tie all of that together, and then they can have multiple spin-offs off of that. And so first season we may see Obi-Wan, for a year. Then or one season. Then the next one we may see a season of Yoda, and then the next season we may see somebody else, and then you know what I mean. So they may break down and tell, with a two-year gap in between or something, we may see a season of somebody over.
So what you're saying is it's going to be long and drawn out for no reason.
I was just trying to pretend like I was Weeby Geeks.
Yeah, right.
Why are we going for them? They were nice folks. It was a bad product. They were good guys. I was waiting for After Dark.
No, sir, that is an incorrect statement.
Really?
Yes.
How?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Matt and I will tell you later.
Well, now you got me having to stick to the rest of the show. To be honest with you, I said I was leaving at 8:30. It's 9. I'm hyped now. I'm not going anywhere. I gotta stop saying I'm tired before I get on here with y'all, because then the second wind comes and time just flies. I was like legit like, oh man, I'm going to bed. It's been a day. And then we talked just a little bit about some stupid Star Wars or whatever, and now it's like
Star Wars.
Did you just say stupid Star Wars?
Listen, you cannot
are banned from this podcast.
Wow.
I'm joking.
Black Wookie.
Where's that Gotham Knight?
Exactly. You're getting canceled, Chad. Solo Wookie. I wouldn't talk.
Where's that Gotham by Gaslight that I just had? I need some toilet paper.
Whoa. Okay. I take it back.
Rip that page by page.
No. Solo Wookie. Sorry.
Let's have a quick conversation about comics right now and talk a little bit about variant covers and store variants, as it was announced today that Donny Cates' upcoming series crossover is going to have 50+ retail variants.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not buying shit. Fuck you, Donny Cates. Fuck your 50 variants. Fuck off. We don't need 50 variants. Fuck off.
I think it's got
50 store variants.
How the fuck? Image has never done that. Why are they doing it now? Fuck off. Fuck you, Donny Cates. Fuck you.
IDW did it with a couple of the Turtles runs, and
I don't care.
Made it a pain in the ass. It just
fuck you, Donny Cates. Fuck you, Donny Cates. Fuck you, Donny Cates. You could suck a dick.
Jeez, Kyle, tell us how you really feel.
I hope you and
he doesn't mean any of this, by the way.
No, 100%. Fuck you, Donny Cates. Fuck you and your 50 fucking variant covers.
I'm okay with like 3 or 4 variants, but Jesus, do we have to continue getting
you, 50? Donny Cates?
Well, it's just like
Donny Cates.
It's just like that G.I. Joe that they just did, where Liefeld had 50 fucking variants. It's like, dude, why?
Liefeld.
But that's just 50 different store variants. That's not like
right.
That's like store exclusive variants. That's not on top of whatever other variant covers are coming that go to every store.
Okay, so when you go to the store, are they still cover price? Are they?
Well, when you go, if they're 50 store variants, they're not all going to be at the store.
No, so you're gonna have like there's
the comic this and the
like the Midtown, or you're gonna have like the surprise, or you're gonna have like samurai variant or drawn to comics variant
or all of those. So okay, say that I am a regular at Frankie's comic book store.
You're gonna get cover A and Frankie's variant.
Yep, and you're gonna have to go.
Right, but what am I paying for Frankie's variant? Am I paying that $4.99, or am I paying $58.95 because I got to pay for the 1 in 25 Frankie variant? Fucking,
you're probably gonna pay more.
You know
just
what
like,
I mean? Like
like you do right now with like any of the variants. Like the Venom 27 variant has either 27 or 28 has a cool. No, 27 has Venom standing over Spider-Man with a championship belt and a ring, and 28 has Null coming down behind him, like off the top rope, like Jeff Hardy off the top rope type style. $20 a book. So that's my variant cover for Venom 26 was $20.
You have your own variant?
You're looking at the variant I bought.
Absolute geek money.
Yeah. The variant I bought for 26 was $20. So you're probably looking at $20 per variant.
You're hooking people up. $20 for your variant?
Yep.
Making that money, motherfuckers.
Yep.
Well,
good for you, Matt. Good for you.
I hope to have an Absolute Geek variant on Rascals. I hope it
happens. You didn't use your money for any yet?
No.
Look at Matt. He's trying to.
I'm not Joe Rogan. All right.
You're a downplay.
I'm not Joe Rogan.
I got my own Venom variant. My Venom
variant.
Yeah.
I'm not Joe Rogan yet.
Yet. I don't want to be Joe Rogan.
Don't sell yourself short.
I know.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Who's Joe Rogan?
I don't know.
I like variants, and I think it's nice to have all that cover art, but really, 50 for one? That
Kardashian
or variants? That just
well, what for the last Ronin #1? We paid $60 for 2 variants. If you got both the black and white and color that we got, so
I guess it's not. I might have to take back my 17,000 fuck you, Donny Cates variants.
Walk them back. Walk them all back.
Because Image isn't actually putting out 50 variants like Marvel does.
No.
Right.
So if there's 50 store exclusives, okay, whatever, you're gonna make your buck. But I thought it was Image was putting out 50 variants, and I was like, fuck you.
No, it's 50 store variants.
Oh,
but that's still like, you want that real cool variant, you got to go pay that price, and it's going to be double the price of cover.
Well, if you want the cover, that's what you're going to do, just like Last Ronin.
Yep.
We're going to go buy it. Just like you said, your Venom cover, like nobody bought that, but
oh my God.
The final act is Matt's Venom cover.
Yeah.
I guess if it helps out the comic book shops themselves, I get it. And they're doing it and paying for it themselves anyway. So whatever, I guess it keeps the collecting alive.
Sorry, Donkey.
I'm kind of okay with that. But I feel like it's starting to really burn people out. The whole fucking exclusives and variants on top of variants with 50 fucking variants and cover A and cover fucking RI and cover, it's
why it's hard not to when cover A looks like dog shit, but there's some badass variant to some online store that you have to try and get that sells out, and then you're going to pay triple the price on eBay.
You know what? There's a really easy way, man. You don't pay attention. You just suck it up and say, you know what? Cover A is cover A. That's what they put in my box. I like the story, and that's it. It is what it is. Because it can't be what it's not.
Says the guy that gets every variant cover he can for certain books. I gotta have every single variant of one artist.
It definitely changes the whole spec market that we're in right now, because so many people are
talk about spec on this show, sir.
Yeah, but there's so many people out there that just are so spec heavy right now, and like that whole Robin King, people were paying $100 and how much before it even hit the shelf.
Yeah,
I mean that was a really sweet cover. Don't get me wrong, but I
didn't even get to read the story because they were sold out and I couldn't get one.
Right, I've never seen one in person. I've never seen one of that cover. I mean, and that cover on the computer screen was gorgeous. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. But like hell, I'm going to pay $100 and whatever amount of dollars for a variant cover that, just fuck that.
I finally read Teen Titans Annual 2 last night. I had a few minutes to myself and I was like, fuck, I am going to read a comic book. Fuck yes, I finally have a few minutes where I could just sit here and enjoy a comic book. I pulled out Teen Titans Annual 2.
He pulled out.
I have to admit, Matt was 100% right with that issue. The issue is so badass. It was just you got to, and I know this is old news for everybody. And since I only read it last night, I have to talk about it for a second. But you truly got to see the frustration of Damien, and you got to see what they thought they killed Deathstroke in Deathstroke 33. You thought you know what I mean? And then he comes back and he's like, and Damien's just like, you know what? I'm not doing what you do, Dad. I'm not just gonna hurt people and then put them in jail. I'm going to fucking kill Slade. Don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck anymore. This dude deserves to die, and he's going to die at my hand. And they fucking dude. You know what? If he didn't get stopped, I honestly think he would have cut his fucking head off.
So what happened?
What
are you talking about? The okay. So sorry,
Teen Titans Annual 2.
Okay, I read Teen Titans Annual 2 where he knocks out Dad, which was stupid. Is there a follow-up to that?
Fucking spoiler.
No, I finally got to read it last night. I was just talking about it was a really good issue. Like you saw Damien's frustration, and you saw where he is meant to be the Dark Knight, but it's going to be a different Dark Knight. And he's tired of being in this shadow like a lot of sidekicks get. And And it's kind of cool where like you could see his sadness that Alfred's dead. Like all of this is built up inside of him, and it's just exploded. And he's like, "Fuck you, Dad!" And you know, everybody gets in their fight with their dad, and that was his time. And he's like, "Fuck it! I just decided I don't want to be Robin. I'm not living in your shadow." It's kind of cool because he didn't come as something else. They left you hanging, and I thought it was a very well written episode. I mean, yeah, 2 splash pages of Robin hitting his dad. Who doesn't get pissed at their dad and think about that, though?
Yeah, but your dad's not Batman, bro.
That's the difference, right?
Yeah.
I love you. I don't care. But I just, you know.
I haven't read it yet. I just haven't had time. I overall want to.
I wish they would continue that I Am Robin storyline. Or I Was Robin or whatever. I forgot what it's called now, but.
Yeah, I Was Robin.
Like I would like to see like a 4-book miniseries of him going through his turmoil, going, should I be my own person? Should I just continue being Robin? Should I try being my own Batman? Should I go somewhere else and be my own superhero? Like, I wouldn't mind seeing that in him just whooping ass and during this whole thing going on in his head, he's actually looking for Slade because Slade got away. Like, and this is what it is him following these leads back to Slade so that they can actually have this mano-a-mano fight again. And he fucking chops him up with a sword again. That is what there should be, like a 4-part. It should be like a 4 mini-series of that.
Yeah, developing it.
And at the end, he decides, you know what? My dad is right. I still need to be Robin. And that's how it should, which everybody would piss everybody off. But like it's kind of cool. You finally got to see this internal struggle of Damien, and like he goes to kill Slade, and he actually decides, you know what? My dad is right.
But isn't that like that rite of passage for Robin, that at some point they all move on from being a Robin and become their own person and own identity? And I think it's time for that for Damien. It's time that he gets out of that shadow and he becomes his own person and his own identity. And I think that's, I think you're onto something, because I think that your idea sounds intriguing, but instead of going back to Batman, I would like to see him.
I think he should take the cowl. Whatever happens, we should see.
He's only 13, though.
So what?
He can't wear the cowl, man. He's 13 years old.
Dude, yes, he can.
He's 4 foot tall.
So what?
I'm Batman.
Yeah, you think Batman's gonna fucking freak anybody out? A 4 foot tall Batman?
Oh, yeah, because midgets don't freak anybody out, right?
They're gonna be like,
no, I fucking love midgets. I want to hang out with midgets all day, dude.
They're gonna be like, who
and
are
I want
you?
people to see me hanging out with them.
And he's gonna kick him hard and go, I'm vengeance.
No.
It would be it would be cooler to see an older Damien.
Yes,
going
I'm
through
100%
that
with you.
struggle.
There's that 4-part issue, the Damien comic, I think it was a 4-issue Damien where he wears the cowl. Excellent. He's too young to wear the cowl, and that's what pisses me off. Yeah, don't have him pull that shit if you're not going to give us the end where we want him in the cowl. He's too young to wear the cowl. He's not tall enough to wear the cowl. The dude barely just got fucking pubic hair, probably.
I like it.
He hasn't even got pussy yet. He can't wear the cowl, bro.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
Dude, he's slayed.
I would hope.
Do you imagine what it's like being Batman? Being Batman and not ever getting pussy.
I guarantee you, him and Dick are probably Eskimo bros now, because he probably banged out Starfire.
Yeah, you cannot go and fucking fight crime when every fucking hot chick in the world wants to bang you. Like, you can't and not have pussy before that. You're never going to be a superhero. All you're going to be doing is getting your dick sucked. Period.
He's too badass. Man.
All I can picture in my head is Damien showing up in the Batman suit, and it doesn't fit, and it's like wrinkly and like
it's really big.
And he's on. It's really big. He's on the edge of the edge of the building, and Bane in his fucked up voice is like, "Oh, who washed Batman on the hot cycle?" And did someone put Bane put Robin in the dryer?
Maybe Robin will grow up and grow into his suit.
Ooh, fucking, and just Damien up there in the suit that's up there. I'm the Dark Knight.
I see the Robin shrinks.
Who shrunk the Batman?
I think it's time to move him past Robin, man. Let him be his own thing.
I don't want him to be a superhero, though. I don't want him to be. I want them to evolve him into being Batman.
Yes,
I don't want him to break off and be fucking Daywing. I don't want him to go off and be fucking Sunstroke. I don't want him to do that.
But he's not gonna ever be Batman because they've already set it up to where it's going to McGinnis, and he's the leader of the League of Shadows in Batman Beyond.
It's goddamn comics. They can do whatever they want.
No, sir, that's an incorrect statement.
No,
there's continuity, sir. No, I know. But
that is the most correct statement I think I've ever fucking said.
Who shrunk the Batman?
I don't know.
It would be cool to see like a 4-part break off of this and just him going through a struggle looking for Slade and then realizing the error of his ways and he's just a dumb kid. And they come back because, in that issue, Batman's like, there is no more Teen Titans. Like, he says that there is no more Teen Titans. And I think that something in that 4-part miniseries needs to come back to where it makes the Teen Titans stronger, and then they reboot the Teen Titans. And they keep that going. So.
But whatever. And you can never kill Slade.
Oh, you gotta kill Slade.
Why? He's the best. He's one of the best villains out there. You don't kill good villains.
Well, I mean, you can't kill him.
Yeah.
But you gotta let Robin kill him. You gotta
let him fuck him up. Yeah, go fuck him up. But
he
you
gets
can't
older,
kill him.
Make him think that he killed him.
They already whooped his ass to where they thought they killed him, and he comes back.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
It was that. I mean, that was a great issue of Teen Titans Annual 2. It was. I gave, if we were doing a comic book review show, if we were a comic book podcast, an actual one, I would have given it a 9 out of 10. I mean, I get it. Hitting Batman didn't really need to be 2 full fucking pages. I get it. It kind of drove it home. Dad, I get the, everyone fights with their dad, and I get it, but
sure.
It was a good fucking. I mean,
but you got to look at it too. Though, like you said, everyone gets in that fight with your dad, and your dad always challenges you, and he's like,
but your dad's not Batman.
You're man enough to whoop my ass yet, and that's kind of like
you want to go for the belt? It's right here.
Yeah, that's that kind of like coming of age where you're not man enough to whoop my ass, but then he lands a solid punch on him, and it's like, okay, so that's kind of a turning point.
He sucker punched his dad.
Yeah, well,
and who knows? I mean, Batman could have been like, it is my kid. I can't really, I can hit him or whatever, but
can't have child abuse in the Bat family.
He is the controlled man. He doesn't kill the Joker. He doesn't, so I can see where his turmoil inside would be like, I can't just hit my son. I want him to go.
He should have taken his little ass, threw him over that knee, and spanked the shit out of him.
That would have been an awesome 2-page thing of him put him over his knee and fucking spanked him. He's crying, Dad, stop!
Yeah, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. You're embarrassing me in front of the Titans.
Why is he spanking the Robin?
Now this is the Batman we remember.
He is breaking the Robin. Oh my
His
God.
pain
That's
threshold.
But no,
rises.
I would like to see a small 4-part break off of that. I think it would actually be kind of a cool storyline.
That would be cool. I can dig it.
I can dig it.
If you want to feel bad about your age, talk to Corbin about this next story. As Disney Plus is about to reboot Doogie Howser, MD, and Corbin says, "What show? Who? What are you talking about?
What's a Doogie Howser?
Yeah, what's a Doogie Howser?
What's a Doogie? And he did what?
I've never had a girl do a Doogie Howser on me. So.
Dude, when I was a little kid, Doogie Howser was the shit.
He says, what did he say back to us? oh, they're rebooting it. Or by the trailer, it looks good. Like it must have been popular back in the olden days. I wouldn't watch it though.
Sorry, I talked too loose.
1989, the olden days when you were still just, like I said, a tear in your dad's eye, or twinkle in your dad's eye, and a scratch in his pants.
That was 31 years ago. That was a bit ago, y'all. I'm just saying. But having said that, I'm sure there was what I should have said is that there's a timelessness quality to it that I'm sure will lend itself to a good reboot.
Look at Corbin backpedaling.
Yeah, you had 2 days to think of that one, or a day and a half to think of that one, huh?
I don't want to offend my colleagues, esteemed people who have lived longer on this earth than I, or our
Who's the oldest one on this podcast? I think it's Chad. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying it doesn't behoove me to offend anyone, and that's not what I intend to do. So I thought about it, and I was able to find a way that, good on them for bringing back Doogie Howser. I don't know.
Neil Patrick Harris, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
Right.
Young Sheldon. I guess they're the same people, right?
What? Wait, what?
I just see in my head, I see a reboot, and I see the guy they used from Young Sheldon as whatever Doogie Howser.
So the reboot, the main character, Doogie Howser, is going to be a woman. It's going to be a chick.
That is not the guy from Young Sheldon.
Well, why though?
Why?
It's not a reboot. That's a different show.
I don't know about you guys, but I loved Doogie Howser.
I'm okay with it. I don't know Doogie Howser like that, so I was just.
When he would sit there,
one of those missiles.
He would sit there and journal at the end of every episode.
Yes, it is, in his busted up, fucking analog computer, dude.
And his Italian friend, fucking Vinny or whatever, that used to always jump up on the window. He'd never go through the front door. He was always up in his window, like rapping on the window.
Dude.
Kyle remembers the theme song, huh?
Dude, Doogie Howser was the shit.
That was a good show. That's how we got to start too.
It was not the theme to Mario, Matt.
No, Mario is yeah, that's Mario.
Dude, Doogie Howser.
I will always think of Neil Patrick as Doogie, like forever.
Dude, as a 10-year-old dude, Doogie Howser was the shit, man. He gave you something to strive for.
Mm-hmm.
To be a young doctor.
Yeah, and incredibly smart and well-rounded. Yeah, that was a great show. It was a hit show for a long time. I'm sad to hear that they're trying to reboot it instead of coming up with a new idea, but whatever. That's Hollywood.
How many episodes of seasons of Doogie Howser was there?
4. It went from 1989 to 1993.
Wow, yeah, that's a while. Oh, jeez.
4 seasons of Doogie Howser, MD.
Yep.
I haven't watched it since I was a kid. I wonder what it's like to watch him now.
Watch a little bit of Doogie Howser and then watch How I Met Your Mother. And dude,
hey, Barney Stinson, he doesn't wear Stetson. I'm telling you that right now.
Dude, it'll melt your face because you're like, whoa, Doogie like grew up and fucking now he's just this raging womanizing alcohol.
Yeah, he's already been through med school and made all his millions, so now he's just a raging womanizing alcoholic. Because you never know what Barney Stinson does for a job, so that's perfect. That's fucking good.
It's like overnight, you're like, what the hell, dude?
Right?
Or the hat, or the cologne.
He wears Stinson.
Stinson.
Stinson cologne.
I totally forgot about that cologne.
Stetson?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's called Stetson. I thought it was called Stinson.
No, sir, it's an incorrect statement.
It is now. It's called
Stinson
now.
Kyle Stinson. He has his own fucking cologne.
After they remake the bottle, and it's just your face.
That's
We're gonna make a bottle. It's just gonna be called Stinson instead of Stetson, and on the top of it, the spray part is just gonna be Kyle's head. Every time you push it, his mouth is gonna open to spray it out, and it's gonna go ha 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 ha.
Remember, Matt? We were gonna make the dildo that made my laugh when he turned it on.
Yeah.
The Kyle dildo.
Yep. And some movie news. Spider-Man 3.
Right there.
Yeah, I know.
That was bad, dude.
It was.
It was bad.
Spider-Man 3, a little bit of Spider-Man 3 hype. We got John Cena hyping up the rumor that he's gonna play Sandman in Spider-Man 3.
That though,
I could too.
Like when I read that, I wasn't like, no. Like I was like, you know what? He looks like
Flint. Yeah.
Yeah, I could picture that.
Yep. I think it's perfect casting for it. Corbin disagrees. No one can hear you, Corbin.
I know. I muted myself. I don't know. I just
I muted myself.
Well, I was clearing my throat, so you didn't want to hear that. Anyway, long story short, who cares? Okay, great. John Cena, awesome. Sandman, like obviously they want some comedic quality. Like I'm trying to see if what John Cena's like acting capabilities slide into this role, and I don't. All due respect, that's great if that's something, but I just don't see it. And if they're trying to go in a different direction with a Sandman character that I know, then more power to them. But it's whatever.
I think you're gonna see it in Suicide Squad.
I think it's a wasted character.
There you go.
You think
Really? With John Cena?
There you go. That's better.
Who do you think who would play it better?
I think it's a wasted character. It's even more wasted now with John Cena, who is like I look at John Cena and I think of like Laurel and Hardy fall down comedian actors. You know what I mean? Like he's a great. Don't get me wrong. He's a great athlete or whatever, but he's not the best actor, and he's kind of a big goofball. And Sandman is already.
Park Walkers is a pretty good movie.
I think he's.
What was your favorite act in that movie?
Yeah.
The
Was
third
it
act, the final act,
three, the final.
the final act.
Whatever act he had the butt chug in. I think it fits. He fits, man. He's got the physique. He's got the look. I think it's a good fit.
I think visually it's definitely a good fit, but I would have to agree his acting chops have yet to be proven. So maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, he will be able to come out and surprise everybody and actually show some good acting, some serious acting chops.
I have a quick question. Did any of you care about Sandman last time?
Yes, because I really like the character that played him.
Who was that? I forgot his name.
Exactly.
It's the guy from
his face was memorable. His
The guy
name,
that took care of planes on some plane show.
Wings. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was called
Wings.
He was
Yeah.
right.
And he's also he's in the Peanut Butter Falcon. He plays the wrestler.
Yeah, he's a
in
good
that
actor, but
movie.
that's my
Thomas
point.
Hayden
Do you
Church.
remember?
Thomas
You
Hayden Church.
Yeah,
you
Thomas
don't
Hayden
remember
Church,
because
thank
it's a wasted character in the movies.
Yeah, I mean, they tried to make it too serious, and that's kind of why I remember, because everything else, Venom was wacky, and the Goblin looked like a runaway X Games competitor, so it was so weird. And then you have this deep, serious Sandman. That's why I remember him.
Fan art of it. Tell me it doesn't look good.
I don't know that we're gonna see.
I don't see it.
I do.
I don't think we're
I
gonna
don't like
see-
that.
That's fan art though, but
Well, the fans stupid. No, I'm kidding. I mean, at least they're using
damn, Corbin.
I'm just saying, the concept. If you're talking about him and using more of his ability, fine. But as soon as you cast Cena there, you lost me. You're obviously gonna make a joke out of it.
I think he's
I
gonna
don't think
shine
that-
in Suicide Squad and he's gonna blow you away.
I didn't think about the acting half of it. I only looked at when I saw him. I was like, you know what? I could see that, but the acting part of it, I actually didn't think about.
I don't think he's going to be a whole lot in it, though, is he? Because it's about Kraven is supposed to be the main bad guy, is he not?
Nobody
It's
knows.
I don't think
for
we
sure.
know.
Yeah,
No,
nobody knows
for
sure.
Amazing Spider-Man. I don't think we know.
I thought they said for the new Spider-Man, Kraven was going to be a big
That
part of
was-
that storyline. And
There was a
They're
script that
talking
came
about
out that was
Secret
leaked.
Six.
Yeah, there was a script that came out earlier this year that was leaked by the same people that leaked the Avengers Endgame footage that said that it's Kraven is basically
Craven Moorhead.
hunting. That it basically that Mysterio's not dead and Kraven is hunting Spider-Man, and that's the big thing is you find out that he's not dead, but you're gonna see the elementals again, so you're gonna see Sandman and all that again. So I think but nobody knows for sure. It's
You mean they
all
didn't tell you,
speculation.
Matt?
Nope, they didn't tell me. I
They
fell
told you
asleep
about The
during that.
Walking Dead?
I fell asleep during that Zoom meeting.
I don't know. As long as Tom Holland's in it, because I heart the Holland, man. That guy. I'll go see it if Tom Holland's in it. That's all I fucking care about.
Well, yeah, he's gonna be Spider-Man for a while, I'm sure.
Good.
But
I was rewatching the first Spider-Man.
which Toby?
Yes.
I'll
I'll have to admit, man, I think he did a really good job.
What? Fucking Seabiscuit? No.
He's a good Peter
No.
Parker, but he's a terrible Spider-Man.
Yeah, the best balance of both was Toby.
Dude, you're fucking crack, dude.
Andrew Garfield was the best Peter Parker. Toby was the
Yeah.
best Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And
Tom Holland's the best. What do you?
Tom Holland's
you
the
guys-
best
Tom Holland,
compliment
hands
of
down.
Tom
both of
Holland
them.
is the best Iron Man Jr. I've ever seen.
Tom Holland is the best compliment to both of them, but
He's
Yeah,
the perfect Riri Williams.
Tobey Maguire was the perfect Peter Parker. You know,
That's Tom Holland to me.
yeah.
I
Corbin
liked
nailed
Garfield too. I didn't like the way that they wrote the story that Garfield was in. I thought the way that they
They
wrote
gave
it.
him the short end of the stick.
Yeah, they really kind of screwed him. And I thought that Garfield did a damn good job. But
that. Yeah, I
They
think
gave him.
not Tom Holland good.
Don't get me wrong, Tom Holland, I really like him too, but I was just watching the first Spider-Man and I was just like, I really like Seabiscuit as Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2 is one of my all-time favorites. The Toby with Doc Ock. All-time
Yes.
favorites movie.
I watched both of those like over Labor Day weekend.
I'd like to see him redo Doc Ock. It wasn't bad. I don't know. It just was missing something. Like it just didn't have that pop.
McClay is drinking. I agree with Littleback.
Wow. Wow.
I just
What's really in that cup?
yeah, right. Let's see. Corbin,
Ooh,
are you
another
up
good transition.
on the Ray Fisher, Jeff Johns stuff?
Vaguely what Ray Fisher was telling how he was treated on the set.
You asked him because he's black, huh?
Yeah.
No, because he's the DC guy.
Right.
He's the DC guy.
Listen, I
Holy
was
fuck,
referenced
dude.
connection with the Black Wookiee today,
Yeah.
and I've been called listen,
Corbin,
called
what
from South-
do you think about this issue?
Corbin is the DC guy.
I'm the DC guy.
He's the
That's
only
what
one
I-
here that's been campaigning for the Snyder Cut.
That's
That is
what I
true.
would say too, Matt.
Whatever.
Corbin, what do you think about this racial issue?
I mean, listen, I'm just waiting for people to ask me about the Black Spock from Star Trek. Like that's what I might as well just give it to. No, okay. But real talk, I think obviously you had Jason Momoa coming back up, Ray, in terms of his allegations or whatever about Jeff Johns. Where there's smoke, there's fire. That's my opinion. Do I think it's an ultimately big deal? I mean, it depends on the implications explicitly, which I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really read up on entirely. I just thought it was like uncomfortable work experience, and that maybe he's a little bit of a dick. Like that's what I've gotten so far.
Yeah, but isn't it weird that the finger pointing started at Whedon, and now all of a sudden it's switched to Johns? Like it's
Well, I
like
thought-
I'm still pissed at Jeff Johns for fucking up my name on the book that he signed for me. To Kai.
So,
Fuck off, Jeff Johns. To Kai. My name is Kyle Jeff Johns. He wrote KYE and he went, oh yeah, brr, and he wrote a fucked up L on it. Fuck off, Jeff Johns. Fuck up my name. Go ahead, Corbin.
I can go on. Anyway, so
yeah, thanks for letting Corbin finish.
yeah, I appreciate that. No, but real talk, I mean, I just think that there's something to it. I think that Whedon was kind of connected to it, but somehow Jeff Johnson managed to kind of skate away from more of the direct criticism, and I think that's why it's focused on him. It seemed like it was going to both, but people already hated Whedon for how everything turned out to begin with, so yet another thing to lay on him. So he's catching bullets, but then it's like, wait a second, why Jeff Johns trying to sneak out the back door? So now he's getting something
Back
too.
door.
Anyway, that's what I
What do
think personally.
Brian?
I just think they were trying to look for a scapegoat and it didn't work for Whedon. Like they didn't get the response from Whedon that they were looking for, so now they're pointing
They moved
fingers
to
elsewhere.
Jeff Johns.
Yeah.
That might help. That might be it.
Because he seems to be the only one finger pointing. And until just now when Momoa came out and said, I stand with Ray, nobody was backing him up. Nobody was backing up what he was saying.
I'm sure they did it because they didn't want to have the politics attached to them. I know the last thing that Gal Gadot wants to hear while she's doing her Wonder Woman press and stuff coming up is anything about that. So it wouldn't be smart for her to say anything.
I think Gal Gadot just wants to hear about when her goddamn movie is going to come into theaters.
That's probably it. Ben Affleck's just
probably doesn't care. She's already gotten paid.
Right.
I'm just saying, everyone that's still in this are connected in some way. Even Momoa, which is bold of him to come out and say that, are still connected in some way to this whole thing. So why would they put their name out there and be attached to hearing questions about it for the remainder of their involvement with DC? I mean, I think it's a business decision for them. Like, yeah, it'd be nice if they came out and said something if it really was something they thought happened. But at the same time, if I'm coming up with a movie with DC and that's a firestorm already, and I put my name to it, then everything I talk about for the remainder of mine is going to be, how do you feel about Rafe? Why do I got to do with that shit? I'm just trying to do a movie. So, you know.
Grizzle Geek says, I did agree with Corbin, but after tonight, I'm not sure what I believe.
And then Little Max says, Brian is drinking.
Got some bullet in that cup, huh? A little Pink Whitney, a little bog nasty area.
Oh, dude, the bog nasty.
I'm getting down.
That was a fun episode.
Oh, thanks for coming on, dude.
Did you guys actually listen to that episode?
Nope.
I haven't. No, I haven't.
No, I haven't. I refuse to listen to it since Kyle's been on there 3 times now.
4. That was my 4th time.
4 times.
4 times.
Fuck it, he should just have his own little picture on your wall, the Bogcast Wall of Fame by now.
Hey, Kyle, do you remember what I said when you first showed up?
Yes.
What did I say?
Matt's gonna be fucking butter.
Oh. It's all right.
I didn't get to come on. Carl's been on 4 times, and I haven't been on.
Kyle's more entertaining than me. I get it. All good. No, there's no reason to be butthurt. Corbin's not gonna
go on, dude. All you gotta do is
just do it.
Brian has asked you to come on. No, that's okay. No, I don't want to come on.
Hey, I'm not Joe Rogan.
I don't got nothing to say.
I'm not Joe Rogan. All right.
But do you think you're Joe Rogan or something?
No, I'm just Mr. Chat, Mr. Call. I'm just Mr. Call.
But it's the same. You just go out there and have a good time with Keith and Brian. I mean, like, go on.
Like Little Max says,
I'll
4
go on.
times.
We'll
My
both
story
go
is
on.
way cooler. Why? So you can
His
get on a
story
5th
is-
time? I'll go on with you. So you can get on a 5th time? Is that what you need to make it 5?
Go on by yourself.
Really work that Hall of Fame, huh?
I also just said, hey, whatever you need me, just have me come on. So
Kyle has saved our asses many a times.
at least 4.
Yep.
Oh,
Damn.
But we did film episode 100 on Saturday.
How did that go?
Oh man, just wait until you see it. It was Rich. I mean, you know what happens when Rich gets involved.
It was awesome.
Yeah. There was a couple of times where it was like, I'm looking at Keith going, should we cut it here for the actual thing and just give the rest of this part out on Patreon? Because it was like 2 hours of debauchery. People getting wasted. I must have had, I don't know, half a bottle of Jameson.
Nice.
I'm still waiting for my walk on late fees.
Yes. Yeah. You guys all need walk-ons on late fees.
Dude, it would be awesome, man. I would love to be in a movie. How cool
Right?
would that be?
That movie looks so good. That trailer is fucking bomb.
It is. It's really good. I couldn't believe how good it was. It blew me away when I saw it. I was like, at first I didn't like the song, but then I was like, I liked the song, but I didn't think it fit for that trailer. And
Where's
then,
the trailer? Can we watch it right now?
Yeah, I think it's on YouTube. Matt can bring it up. It's late fees trailer.
Let's fucking watch it.
It's
Dude, it's bomb. It's so fucking good. It makes me want to go watch the movie.
Yeah, the song really fits once you listen to what he says at the end of the song and how it kicks in and everything. So
When we did the podcast, I was really hoping Nubia was going to do it. I was like, you know what? It's Brian's birthday. She really likes Brian.
I kept on trying. She just would not do it.
She dodged that shit.
She did. She's good at it.
At the same time, she fucking likes to comment in the background.
Yeah, I had to pull it out of her though. I had to say I'm great at making tacos and about to set her off because she goes, Kyle goes, well, how do you make your tacos? I go with paste pecani, and he goes, that shit from New York City. I go, yep, a whole bottle of it, and you can see she was starting to just.
He started red.
And then Keith went, he does make bomb tacos, and then she went, no, he fucking doesn't. And then I'm like, and then I use pre-made fucking taco shells because there's more circumference for the sour cream.
Oh, that just set her off.
She lost it at times. She was like, you can't even. You just said you bought store taco shells pre-made. That shit ain't right. It was awesome.
It was awesome. She could not. Her Mexican in her came out. Don't you talk about tacos, white boy?
I'm not finding it on YouTube.
I'll find it. Let me get it. I'll get it.
But everybody should go check out the episode with Kyle, the 99th episode, the road to 100.
Just wait for 100. Check out and support.
Dude,
100.
no way, man. The fucking McClay's egg salad sandwich farts, dude, and it's the way he makes egg salad sandwich. What?
Go ahead. Well, what's so funny about all that is, dude, I don't fart, so I don't know where he's smelling that.
Everybody fart.
I don't fart.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, come on now. Anyway, I'm just kidding.
Here you go, Matt. I'm gonna put it in the private chat.
I don't fart.
I don't fart.
I don't fart.
Hopefully that'll take you to it.
One day I'll be good enough to get on there.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Whoa!
Chad, you already got a spot, brother.
Do a few more episodes of Tales from the Dark Side, then we'll talk.
Hey, by the way, Tales from the Dark Side has a couple really good recent episodes. So if you guys haven't seen those,
No,
it doesn't.
I'm sure it does.
We just did another one that was really good. I can't wait for that one.
No, it doesn't. Shut up. Stop lying. Here you go. Late fees. Sorry for everybody listening back to this. You're not going to see it, but.
So, Aaron.
So make sure you Google it and find it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, son, how's my store? And this is why I don't fuck with white people! It's okay. Obviously, it could be better, but we're getting by.
Denial!
Is that pelvic?
Mm-hmm.
Has a very Clerks feel to it.
Yes.
Especially with that song.
It does. Yeah. And they're not done yet, so it's pretty cool to see that trailer without it being totally done. But hey, Batman was only 30% done when they put out a trailer.
Right.
And now they're fucked.
Better reference back to Batman. The last big news story I have before we get into the Hot 10 is Joe Exotic TV show is coming to Amazon Prime, starring Nicolas Cage. So you're gonna get some more Tiger King, starring Nicolas Cage.
I am Joe
What?
Exotic.
Did you guys hear it? There was some new big news about they got new evidence, or they found remains of her husband or some shit.
I haven't seen anything.
I thought I read that, but I thought it was like Babylon or The Onion that did it.
Last I've seen, she's gonna be on Dancing with the Stars.
No, I saw an article that said they
Let's
found
see.
remains of her husband.
Who is this?
I didn't see who it was, but that produced it. But I thought that there was some big news drop about Carol where they found remains of her husband, or they something like that, and that she's in possibly some serious hot water now. I could be totally wrong because
I read something too, but I thought it was like
So it says
like
on Fox News here, so take it with a grain of salt because it's Fox News. Tiger King Carol Baskin's dead husband. Woman comes forward with new details.
Dum dum dum.
Yeah, I had read something where they found remains too, Chad. But I thought it was a parody thing.
Yeah, it could have been.
I thought it was a parrot article.
A parrot D.
And then Joe Exotic, his 250-page letter to Trump to free him. That's fucking awesome. Did you guys see that? He wrote a 250-page letter to Trump to get that why he should be out of jail.
To get pardoned.
Prison.
He sent a party bus to the White House with a campaign full of people to pardon Joe Exotic.
And a 250-page pardon letter of fucking rambling.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what you can do when you're in jail.
With your mind going crazy and stir crazy, just writing fucking ramblings of fucking Joe Exotic.
All that extra time on your hands.
Jeez.
So it says in an interview with CBS limited series 48 Hours, Trish Farrah Payne says she believes her ex-husband, Kenny Farr, who was Baskin's former handyman, may have played a role in Lewis's 1997 disappearance. Farrah Payne alleges in the interview that her ex-husband instructed her not to talk about Lewis after he went missing in the late 1990s. Said Don's gone and I don't want to talk about him. Farrah Payne alleges her ex-husband told her just before Lewis was reported missing. Farrah, concerned ex-wife, goes on to allege that the handyman brought home a large freezer with a padlock and ultimately went missing around the same time Lewis disappeared because of public. Yeah. Farr told the outlet that the mysterious freezer disappeared from her home about a week after Don disappeared. This isn't the first time Farrah Payne has shared her concerns, although according to the Tampa Bay Times, she informed the authorities in 2000 that she believed Farrah was somehow involved. According to the Florida outlet, Farrah Payne claims that her husband then stayed home from work for several weeks. Lewis has disappeared despite regularly going to the animal park every day. She alleged that Farrah also returned home that Sunday night in Lewis's van, which she claims had pistols and rifles inside. The following day, her ex came home to his own truck. Interesting.
Yikes.
What's more is Farrah Payne alleged that her husband, or that her former husband, once informed her that if she left him, she would go in the grinder like Don.
Dope. Now that's bitch. You want to talk to me like that? You're gonna go in the fucking grinder like Don.
Grind it
That's
up.
awesome.
But yeah, Nicolas Cage, Tiger King TV show. In case you wanted more Tiger King, if you didn't get enough of it during quarantine.
Where's my fucking
It's
freezer,
a TV
bitch?
show or a movie?
What's that?
It's a TV show.
It's gonna be a movie on, or it's a show. They're saying on Amazon Prime.
I just don't think Nick Cage is going to be a good Joe Exotic.
I don't know.
I love the Tigers.
I think he's gonna be great.
Perfect.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the crazy factor.
Yeah,
That
he's
bitch, Carol
black,
Baskin.
Yeah, he'll
Do that again.
Oh, I like that.
Huh?
Do that again, please.
That bitch, Carol Baskin.
What's your best Nick Cage?
He's gonna be fine. His
Oh,
first one was better. The second one fell off a little bit, but that first one was gold.
That bitch Nick.
That
No.
bitch, Nick.
Bitch, Nick Cage.
You know why I had a bad day today? That bitch, Carol Baskin. I can't do it again. I can't replicate it. Once and done, boys.
Replicate.
Nope. But all right, Brian, you want to hit us with some hot 10?
Yep.
Let's fucking do it, damn it.
Okay.
Okay.
Why is that Carol Baskin so small?
Easy, Bane. I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence, and it's that bitch Carol Baskin's fault. It's just getting progressively worse the more I go.
Yeah. So the lingo is getting better. The lingo is getting better, but the voice is getting worse.
All right. So labor is a partner is the first honorable mention, and this is an interesting book. This is a book that was giving out in like 48 or 49 as an anti-communism book. Only 2 have graded sales ever, a 9.0 and a 9.4. A 9.0 sold for $600 and a 9.4 sold for $1,300. But a raw, probably around 6.0, 7.0 sold this week for $1,000.
Damn.
This was given away free back in the day to the army people. So yeah, crazy book. I love stuff like this. I always talk about I like to collect creator firsts, and Gaines. I forget his first name. I think it's Bill Gaines from EC Comics, the old school EC Comics back in the day. He's a really famous comic creator. His very first ever professional work was for a army comic that they gave away free in World War II about STDs and and how if you really want to win the war, you keep it in your pants. So that was I love
long time.
Yeah. So that this, you never know. Like if I saw this in a long box, I would pass it. You know, how many people would pass this book? And there's a reason why you don't. You know, all the books are good. So the second honorable mention is pretty obvious. You know, not increasing really in price, but it doesn't matter. This book on today is something that should be talked about. And there, to be honest, this is a perfect time for me to read. Something that I wanted to read today. I was going to wait till the end of the show, but I'm going to read it now. And this is from Brian Sweeney, a passenger of United Airlines Flight 175, on a message to his wife, Julie, that morning. His message said, "Hey, Jules, this is Brian. Listen, I'm on an airplane that has been hijacked. If things don't go well and they're not looking good, I want you to know that I absolutely love you. I want you to do good, have good times. Same with my parents. I'll see you when you get here. I want you to know that I totally love you. Bye, babe. Hope I will call you."
That was a text message?
That was his message. He left his wife on their answering machine, I believe. So it was either a text message or an answering machine message. But either way, pretty hardcore. So, a wonderful book.
Phone calls that high up.
Well, whatever it is.
You used to be able to, because remember they had the phones where you could use your credit card and make calls from the plane. I don't think they have them anymore.
Yeah. So number 10 is this gorgeous Milo Manera, Wonder Woman #1 Italian. This is from Panini, who puts out comics in Europe. This is the Virgin Museum edition. And raw copies are selling from 100 to 150, with 9.8 selling for 300.
I'm not a big fan of that cover.
Didn't he have help with this too?
I don't think he had help with this. I'm not sure about that, but I think this is just a Manera book.
Because Manera can't do faces, and that face is a little nicer.
Yeah, I agree. That is, a lot of people agree with you. All right, on to number 9. Here's one that has got everybody, their panties all in a bunch right now, because it's, of course, Marvel Previews number 64. Why this book is selling, I don't get, but people like to spend money in comics, and this has a back cover of the Shuri as Black Panther JSC cover, which I think is like Black Panther #2, I think. And this is selling for $140 to $200 in raw condition. So if you have this book right now, it's a good time to sell it. On to number 8. This is the Clone Wars Battle Tales #3 Peach Momoko Virgin variant. This was sold at Frankie's Comics. Pre-sales were around 50 or 60, but they sold out instantly. And now that they're live, they're hitting $200 raw. So, store exclusives. Be careful.
When is this Peach Momoko bubble gonna pop? It's got to happen eventually, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah. She's printing too much stuff, and I just don't like this cover. I mean,
all her fucking covers look the same.
Most of her covers they're going downhill.
Yeah.
You put Doc Maul.
Were they ever uphill?
She's got some beautiful ones, but then she's got some
Usagi is their only beautiful one.
Same.
No, like she's got that Turtles one.
It's all Japanese. It's all Japanese, old Japanese art style that are her good ones. The turtle one, the Usagi. That's about it, right?
I do like that Yoda.
I don't like it, but This one, how do you fuck up Darth Maul? You can't fuck up Darth Maul. Darth Maul, like you put Darth Maul on any cover and it's a good cover. And this one looks like he's like, I don't know, man. Like,
no, it doesn't look right.
Fucked.
The head just does not.
Yeah, it does not look.
It looks like
fucked up.
Why
His
would
head
Darth
looks
Maul
too small for his body?
Yeah, it just looks bad. Anyway, so yeah, that's this. Number 7. This is a weird one, but it's a Robert Kirkman book. Firepower #1, the gold foil 1 per store variant. This was a $30 to $40 book. Now it's a $50 to $60 book that's selling like crazy for some reason. So if you have this book, it's a good time to put it up.
They're calling this book. It's because they're calling this book better than The Walking Dead, and there's speculators out there that are saying that this book needs to be in your collection. You need to own this book, and that they're going to start optioning it for a TV show since he's got that Skybound deal to make shows, that it's getting optioned for TV.
Okay. Here is number 6. This is the America Chavez #1 second print variant.
That's terrible.
It is terrible, and there's a lot of fuckery going on with this book. As Mel would say, fuckery is afoot. 2 different sales, one of a CGC 9.8 for $1,000 and another for $750.
That's shill bidding. Fuck off.
By 2 sellers, or by 1 seller, both the same book, and then the photos have the same CGC number.
Yeah, they're shill billing and it's fuckery.
So there's something going on with this, but I don't, who
Somebody's
knows?
creating a market for this book.
Yeah. Number 5, Superboy #9. This is the first appearance of King Shark, and 9.8s are now seeing $200 with near mint raw copies about $60. Pretty impressive for a 3rd-tier villain, as Ben says, but there is a DCU variant of this, so be on the lookout for the DCU variant or the newsstand variant if you have this. Sell it. Number 4 is Larfleeze Christmas Special #1, the Brett Booth 1 in 10 variant. People love Larfleeze, and I don't
legs.
Yeah, I don't know why this book is selling, but it's a rare variant, and
it's thigh muscles, dude.
It was a $10 book back in July, and one just recently sold raw for $100. So
they're not real common.
He missed lower leg day.
Yeah, this is a tough book to find. It was a one shot. Yeah,
he just did the leg press. He didn't work those calves.
That book, if
lower leg day.
We finally see that Green Lantern HBO stuff come out, I think this book is a solid spec book for that, because there's a good chance you'll see,
That's a terrible cover.
But
I love this cover.
Those legs, man, I can't stop staring at those Brett Booth legs, dude.
He's not a human. Remember, he's not a human, man.
No,
I know, dude, but those fucking thighs, dude. He was working those motherfuckers out, dude. Somebody made fun of his thighs when he was a kid, and he made sure that those motherfuckers were badass.
Number 3 this week is Spider-Man Black Cat Strikes #5, the Inhook Lee 1 in 25 variant, which is selling double ratio the day after release. Inhook Lee is a big cover artist, and I like this cover. I like this cover for some reason. I like the video game variants. I always have, but this is selling for like $60-$70 right now, so not bad. Number 2, gorgeous cover. Something is Killing the Children. Number 10, 1 in 25 variant. This is just gorgeous, and it's getting double variant, also double ratio also, so it's a $60-$70 book. But this is a gorgeous cover. Yeah, this has got manga written all over it. So just a beautiful cover.
Who
Number
did the
1
cover, do you know?
What? I want to say Christian Ward, but somebody on the Hot 10 said it was somebody else. So
okay.
Could be Oreo or something like that. All right. Number 1 this week, Outlawed #1. We've talked about this book before. Yep. This book is just crazy right now. A 9.8 sold for $1,900 the other day.
Jesus.
This is the highest selling modern book to date.
Yep. And guess who sold that 9.8 CGC for $1,900?
Ben.
Nope. No. Good old Mel V. The mighty Mel V put up his 9.8 sale for $2,500 best off or OBO, and in less than an hour had it sold for $1,900.
Good for Mel.
Listen, this book is selling. There's not very many of them, but people are thinking because it was put out during the right as COVID was hitting. It's a 1 in 50 variant on a book that was not ordered very many of. What people are most worried about this book is that there's a diamond dump coming. And if there is a diamond dump coming, it'll drop the worth of this book if they put out a ton of copies. But it hasn't happened yet.
Pissed.
Yeah. All honesty, I have one of these being pressed right now. Get ready to be graded. That cover, and I have one raw that I'm getting ready to put up. So we'll see if I can sell them for anywhere near that. But $1,900. There's only 2 9.8s on the census. At one time, there was only one, and it was Mel's. There was just recently another 9.8 on the census. Hopefully, there'll be a third one coming up soon.
Brian.
We'll see.
Fingers crossed for you, brother. Man, I hope you get it. I totally hope you get it. That'd be awesome.
Even Mel said that he thinks that the next 9.8 sale will be above 2,500, and if that is the case, I'll be a happy camper.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So that is the Hot 10 for this week.
Fuck.
Nice.
Fucking shout out to Mel. Jesus.
Right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope that comes back 9.8, and I hope you can slay with that book, dude. I hope you
$30 for it right now.
I paid $30 for it.
But
see,
I want to do
break even.
So while we're talking spec, I want to talk a little bit more spec, and I want to talk null.
We don't talk spec on
anybody pick up Web of Venom Wraith on Wednesday?
Yes.
Did you read it?
Are you talking about Codex?
No, I'm not talking about Codex.
Okay.
So this right here, the null variant. So I think going back to what I've been saying, I think there's did you say you read it, Chad, or no?
Mm-mm.
No. I think there's
no. I just went and pulled it off the shelf today.
I think Donnie Cates is about to pull some fuckery, and all this null spec. I think he's gonna shit all over it, and I think null is being used as a decoy to what he's really got planned.
Well, I'll like to hear what you say because I have some null spec too after you're done.
So they basically it goes through Wraith and pretty much re-explains Wraith, and he's got that light that his dad gives him, that his dad creates as he's going through. So he's basically floating through space, and he comes up to the symbiote planet, and he has a run-in with Null, and Null's talking to him, and he's basically like, "You don't remember me," and it goes into the whole Wraith issue 2 with who Null really is, and Wraith is like, and Null's like, "I don't remember what you're talking about," and Null basically calls him a liar, and then they kind of have some back and forth, but it ends up with Null grabbing Wraith and ripping the symbiote off of him and then chucking him into space, right? So as he's floating through space, he gets hit by that light that his father was trying to create, and it shows him Eddie Brock. So then he transports himself to Earth right in front of Eddie Brock, and he's talking to Eddie. He's like, there's something coming, and Eddie's like, "Null, do you mean Null?" He goes, "No." He's like, "It's another."
The King in Black, yeah, right?
He says Null has a shadow, an opposite, a god of light, and then Wraith disappears. So I think that Null is being used as kind of the smoke and mirrors to the opposite, and the opposite is going to be the big deal.
Well, what you just explained is exactly where that Wraith number 2 spec came from. That what you just said is the exact same thing Lucas said on Drunken Chat, that Wraith number 2 will be big because this other character will show up later. He'll be bigger than Null.
Yep.
So yeah, you have something there. But here's the crazy thing: a lot of people are watching this spec being talked about right now, and that is from Ultra Maximus. He is saying that he thinks that Null could be this character right here.
Oh, interesting.
So this character showed up in some Golden Age books. He comes from from a dimension called the deeps, like the black space or something like that. He's a symbiote, and he shows up in some Fantastic Four books. But Dreadface survived and crossed the ocean, arriving. Oh, let's see here. Dubbed Dreadface by the Thing, it was apparently destroyed when Ben ruptured the ship's shield. Let's see here. When am I missing this? Anyway, so this is some interesting stuff. If you guys get a chance, look into this character.
So what Fantastic Four book is that in?
So it
should say right there.
So what? Wait. So explain how that one he's gonna be at. Like,
well, I can't right now because I don't know necessarily. I'll get you guys involved in that later. Hold on one second.
Later, I'm out. We'll get you guys involved later. I gotta go.
I gotta do another podcast.
All of a sudden, I feel like I'm right back into watching Boys season 2.
Right? Fucking Brian just did the third act.
Right?
Third act, bitches.
Because I mean,
Fucking
Wraith refers to Null in that in this book.
He just
excellent.
scrolled through something, read like 4 words, and then bailed, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Rock the fuck out. So I mean, I know you were saying fuck Donny Cates earlier for that, but dude, I think he's gonna pull off the fuckery of the century this winter with this Null shit. Because all summer, all quarantine, that's all people have been speaking on. Null. And I think he's about to Houdini the fuck out of us and be like, nope, that's not the big one. Here's the big one.
Issue 6 of my image book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Well, I mean, Null's still going to hold some value, and he's still going to have what he is, but he'll drop down and plateau out, and then the new Dreadface guy-looking thing, if that's the dude, will just peak.
Yeah.
But yeah, because like what we were talking about.
That's why I want to know what book that Fantastic Four is.
Well, like we were talking about a few months ago, he calls him Exelon, which is what he's referred to in the Wraith #2. So that all that spec checks out. So bravo to that dude because he's fucking digging hard.
Dude, Lucas is.
Yeah, he's
Lucas
he's
and
pretty
Ultra
incredible.
Maximus, man. That's a
dude.
team.
He's crazy with what he fucking puts together in comic books.
Dude, those guys are fucking. Their game is strong.
Well, because I was watching an episode of Drunken Chat, and he was like, "I read, and I reread, and I reread, and I reread," and it's just like,
reread.
I read an issue, and it goes in my box. Like I don't remember if I can reread them half the time.
So this is from Silver Surfer book, I believe. I'm not exactly sure which book, but you guys can see that. He's gone along with the 7th Infinity Stone. He was in that Rune run. It was a book called Rune. Mm-hmm. So it's be interesting to see what happens, but it's amazing how much that stuff right there, see that stuff, looks like this.
It is kind of,
yeah, I see what they're teasing now.
A little bit, yeah.
You can at least see where they got
the face, yeah.
And it's a symbiote.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I can see where they're going.
So this could be something.
Explain it to everybody who's listening to us on Monday.
Okay, so this is a character named Dreadface. He showed up in Fantastic Four books back in the like early '90s, and showed up in some cosmic books, but mainly it's like Silver Surfer and Fantastic Four stuff. But look him up. The character's name's Dreadface. He's a symbiote character, and it's just he looks very familiar to a lot of the stuff that's going on that Donny Cates has pulled from. And you know, a lot of the stuff that he's pulled from are symbiotes and stuff like that. But
he's basically hosted on every single member of the Fantastic Four.
Yes. So, yeah, just craziness, man. Good, interesting spec. I love spec like this. And here's a perfect example.
First appearance, Fantastic Four 359, Chad.
Yeah,
you could
that's what I was
really
gonna
tell
say.
when Donny Cates was in his prime of reading comics as a younger person.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So let me do this here.
You could tell when he was doing it. You could tell like when he was like a nerdy comic book dude, just reading comics, and you could tell where his inspiration is.
So there you go. There's 359 and 360 and Fantastic Four Annual 26. You can see him right there. But there's the character as an ape. He takes over like an ape at the mercy of Dreadface. But there's, an early appearance. So these are the books that you want to kind of go after if you see them. But they printed a shit ton of these. So
You can,
Yeah.
you can get that book
Yeah,
for
but-
$1 right now on
yeah,
eBay.
and
Yeah, but how many are in?
Before you know it, it's going to be a
How many are in
$150 book.
Yeah.
9/8 condition?
exactly. That's the hard
Not
part. So,
many. There's
and I-
everyone's like, oh, they printed millions, and fucking
yeah. So
Oh my goodness.
Interesting.
very interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, you say what you want, but like Donny Cates and what he does, but his, like you were saying, his depth, man, how far he goes back to pull this shit is pretty incredible.
He's a comic book fan.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
and you could
It
tell.
shows in its work.
But you could truly tell when his era of comics was when he was reading it, when he was most engorged, and he was most like
Engorged,
Engaged.
engaged. He's most engorged.
Engorged. Oh wow. It's late, y'all. It was really I
I
have a
get
joke.
what you're
for that.
saying, Kyle.
nah, engorged is the word when it was most like when he was most
It is.
into it, when it was the
It is
biggest
definitely
that
a
it
word.
was.
That's for sure. I'll give you that.
Not what you're trying to
But you could tell when he was in his height of it.
Yes,
for sure. For sure.
definitely.
it sure seems like he goes back and still reads and taps into stuff that was before what he was, fully engaged in reading as a kid too. Though that's what makes like what you're saying, Kyle. He comes out and you can tell that he read a lot of the 80s, 90s, but then he dives in and he starts pulling somebody out like this Dreadface that's 60s.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see like how it all connects because he's saying he's going to connect his Silver Surfer Black with Thor with Venom, so it's going to be interesting to see how it all crosses into one.
Well, and now Empire is supposed to tie into it as well.
Empire. Here's the thing about Empire. Empire is another Marvel bust of a storyline because they did all of that, and the best 2 issues were the preludes. The biggest stuff happened in the final 2 preludes. And all that stuff with Captain Marvel being the new God damn it. Oh, it's not Harold, but fucking I'm drawing a blank now. Dude in
Watcher.
no, he was the main bad guy in Guardians of the Galaxy. Ronan the Accuser. He's the new Accuser. And she's got Ronan's hammer, and then she hands it over to her sister. That's pretty much the spoiler alert from the end of Empire. So, it's not. I don't know how Empire is going to go into it, but
It's gonna strike back.
it is twice as hard.
Dun, dun.
Twice as hard.
That was good.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Anybody get any Wookiees cookies this week?
No.
No Wookiees
Yes.
cookies. Oh, what'd you get, Chad?
I did. I got some stuff today. I actually got Kyle and Brian's stuff today too, and Marco's.
Nice.
That's solid.
Oh yeah, I saw those on the shelf. Yeah.
Yeah, that third print.
All right, I must be getting. I just, I had the air on for a second. I turned it off, and like everything is cracking and popping from my neck down to my back, and it hurts like really bad. And I'm like, why? Sorry.
I got the new Nightwing.
Yeah.
Nightwing's been pretty good. I did pick up the variant on that one too.
This
Both
one?
of the covers are really pretty solid. Yeah. Yeah,
I
think
hate
so,
the
though.
way Nightwing looks on that issue.
Do you?
Yes,
like it.
his face is busted up.
Yeah, his face is a little busted
It's
up.
fucked, dude. It's fucked on that issue. But it's cool that he's got the Kyle Higgins New 52 suit on.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
I didn't even notice that.
What?
He's got the Kyle Higgins suit on.
Yeah, I noticed it
Picked
instantly.
up the Batman Adventures. I picked up Venom Island 21 just because I fucking love this cover so much. I don't know why, man. I do. I know why, but it's just, oh my god, that cover just.
The cover is dope.
Because it's a cool skull.
So sick. Yeah, and the way that the mouth is open on it and it's just oozing out of the butt. Dude, I love this cover, man. This cover's just, it's just badass. I'd get a tattoo of that. That's just sick. And then I picked up, is this Kyle's? I can't remember. It's either Kyle's or Brian's.
That's probably Brian's.
Because I have one of the other ones.
Did you pick up the new Turtles issues, Chad?
I didn't. They didn't come in. We didn't get them.
First appearance of a new bad guy?
That's a dope cover. I like that cover.
Yeah, isn't that a crazy awesome cover?
Empire.
Yeah.
It's such a cool cover, though. I just couldn't not pick it up. And then I picked up I did get the new Daredevil, too. The new weird one. And I picked up an old book for my cousin. But that's the
Solid.
Marvel Zombie variant.
That's cool.
It's dope.
1955.
Holy shit, dude. That's crazy.
God damn.
Hey, when was the last?
Adventures
When was last Ronin postponed to? It was postponed in November, wasn't it?
Yes. No, October. It's supposed to be. It was only a 1 month delay. So they say. My guess is we're probably going to see it get delayed until at least November or December.
So apparently in September you're getting a Batman and the Max crossover, Arkham Dreams: The Lost Years Compendium.
Yes.
Interesting. All right, guys. I was hoping to make the odd news, but I'm gonna head out, man.
Odd news is coming up right now, Corbin.
Have a good night, Corbin.
Odd news is coming up right now, Corbin, but you have a good night.
Later, bro.
All right.
Have a good night at work. Or have a good day at work tomorrow.
Yeah, have a good night at work.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks.
All right, now that Corbin's gone, we can get the party really started over here. Let's get into a little bit of odd news.
Tonight, the Six Sad World primetime special with people just like you, only more pathetic.
It's a bit nutty.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
First story on Odd News tonight. Teen hospitalized after snake bites penis while on toilet.
I'd be pissed. You're trying to take a deuce, man. All of a sudden, this fucking this snake thinks your fucking dong is a mouse and fucking strikes. Dude, I'd be pissed.
A Thai teen lives out every man's worst nightmare after a snake.
A what? A Thai teen?
A Thai teen. That's what it says. A Thai teen.
Thai teen.
Lives out every man's worst nightmare after a snake sunk its fangs into his penis while he was on the john.
Pissed.
You guys know that joke, the whole storyline on that, right? Two guys are out in the field and they're walking through and snake jumps up and bites the one dude on the dick and guy freaks out, falls down, this venomous snake, and his buddy is like, oh, what do we do? And his buddy pulls out the manual, the survival guide,
starts sucking out the poison.
And
you're gonna die.
Yeah, how do you fix it? And he looks it up and it says suck out the venom, and his buddy's like, what's it say? And he's like, nah, it says you're gonna die.
I heard that joke is Tonto and the Lone Ranger.
Oh, there you
The
go.
Lone Ranger gets bit in the dick by the foot, and Tonto says, "You gonna die."
That's it.
The Thai teen says, I looked down and saw, or he said he recalls watching a smartphone video on the toilet when all of a sudden he felt a searing pain in his nether region. The university student looked down to discover a nightmarish sight, a 4-foot-long python with its jaws clamped around the tip of his penis. That just fucking hurts thinking about it. That
does not. Motherfucking snakes on point.
It's like you're chilling, reading on the toilet, and all of a sudden a snake bites your dick. That would suck, dude.
Right? He'll go.
Pissed.
He is Asian. Right?
How did you get to my little peepee? My peepee's so little I pee on floor because it's sticking out.
Florida woman arrested for test driving toys at adult superstore without paying.
Good for her. I mean, hey man, it's like a car, man. You got to make sure it works well before you take it home. I mean, how do you know it works well looking at it in a box? I mean, that's not how you pick out a car. How do you know that thing is going to be inserted inside you and going to do its job if you don't test it first?
I like how they include the store's Google review star rating in the article. Florida woman, 36, was arrested August 31st for theft and indecent exposure at the Lion's Den Adult Superstore, a 3.5-star Google-rated establishment. Cops alleged Teresa got naked and took a pink-colored sex toy for a test drive right there in the store. So she just fucking went ham right there in the middle of the store.
Well, if she's hot, I'm hanging out at the wrong damn stores, I can tell you that.
Yeah, Chad. There you go.
Nope.
She hot enough for you, Chad?
That was a solid win on my part. I shall remain in the comic book shops.
Hot enough for you, Chad? Oh, dude. Beth had to have been involved. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah. Sex drive it.
Sex drive it?
Sex drive it. Yeah. Everyone's dream job website seeking cheeseburger tester to find top burger in the U.S.
I would kill at that job.
A gambling website is offering up to $500 to a winning applicant willing to serve as a professional cheeseburger tester.
$500 to find the perfect burger across the United States, dude. What? Dude, that's not enough money.
That's no, that is just to the winner. So the winner will receive $500 as well as as funds for travel to purchase the cheeseburgers. The applicant is instructed to taste and review.
Dude, I already know where the perfect burger's at. It's this little dive bar in San Diego called the Starlight. It's in fucking downtown San Diego. That's where the best cheeseburger in the country is.
Every time you say cheeseburger, Happy moves a little. She's like, what?
Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger.
She does.
Cheeseburger.
Man. She's like, preach it, Kyle. Tell me where the burger's at.
She's like, I know that guy.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
It's a good girl, Happy. Yeah.
Everyone's watching her now, so she's not going to do it.
Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger.
She wants Brian's
that seems
attention.
like that is not a real hard job.
What?
I'd be kind of a
She
fun
looks
job.
away.
She wants to go on a walk.
You want to go on a walk?
Well,
You wanna go on a walk? Who wants to go on a walk?
Virginia man gets permission to be buried in a juicy fruit themed casket. A 94-year-old Virginia man with a lifelong love for juicy fruit has received permission from the Mars Wrigley Company to have his casket painted to resemble a pack of chewing gum.
Good for him. You want to go for a walk? Who wants to? What good girl wants to go for a walk?
Was that Nico that on Instagram that posted that that CBW long box, but it's a casket?
No, I didn't see that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, on Instagram, I saw it. I'll have to find it. I'll send it to you guys. Somewhere on Instagram, there's a picture of a long box,
I want to be buried in a long
and it's a
box.
casket. Yeah, like literally, what'd you get buried in? I fucking long box.
You're never gonna tell anybody that. Would you get buried in a long box? You're not. That's not something you're gonna be able to brag. to
Yes,
somebody
yeah.
about.
Well, you never know. When you get up to the pearly gates, you gotta have something to talk about.
Would you get buried in a long box?
Yeah.
I was buried in this fucking long box, bro. You wouldn't even believe that shit.
Yeah, that'd be so awesome. It looked cool as hell. Like it was all, it was bad as shit.
Yes.
Who wants to go for a walk? Who wants to go for a walk?
And a real live Willy Wonka fashion, Jelly Belly is giving away the Candy Factory in a real life golden ticket sweepstakes.
I don't know if he's about to give away a factory. I think he's giving away a store.
Is it a store? Because it says factory.
I'm pretty sure he's giving away a store.
Because this article says factory. Let's see.
Somebody didn't read the article like they say they do.
I'm looking at it right now.
The suspense is killing me.
Let's see. Oh, that's weird. It says Jelly Belly Company released a statement that it is not associated with the golden ticket treasure hunt. A company spokesperson said the company is in no way affiliated with David Klein's treasure hunt, nor is a Jelly Belly factory being given away. So it's a lie, I guess. He's lying, apparently.
That's hilarious. That's even better.
Yes, he's just trying to get people. He's trying to boost sales, and he's nothing to do with it.
Come look at my Wonka Vader.
I thought they were just giving away a
It's
store.
over there in his shop.
Says Jelly Belly Candy Company said in a statement, due to confusion in the marketplace, Jelly Belly Candy Company would like to take this opportunity to clear up the misconception that it is involved with the contest that purposely offered a candy factory as its grand prize. That's funny. David Klein, the sponsor of the treasure hunt contest, gaining attention with the media this week, is not associated with Jelly Belly Candy Company, its brand or products, the statement said. So the dude just oh man, he just
Dude, you know what?
trolled everybody.
This is what I do. This is what I say to that.
Fuck yeah, dude. He just trolled everybody.
That was awesome.
I
Because I
applaud
saw
that.
it, I didn't get a chance to read it, and I thought, wow, that's kind of cool, you know, if he actually does that and actually kind of, even if it was like a store or whatever, or you know, I knew it was a big giveaway, golden ticket and all Wonka style, and I was like, that's kind of cool, you know. Kudos to that person, but I didn't get to read all of it.
Yeah,
That's
the misconception
hilarious.
occurred when a press release that was provided to Tricky Treasures announced that the treasure hunt and identified David Klein as Jelly Belly founder. As the Jelly Belly statement indicates, Kevin Klein, known as the Candyman, has not been associated with Jelly Bellies for decades. Fucking killed it, bro.
That's dude. I applaud him for that, dude.
Fuck yeah.
I'm fucking giving away some shit. That dude has nothing to do with us. That's awesome.
So apparently,
Fucking awesome.
he came up with the name Jelly Bellies in 1976, and then the company dumped him in 1980 after they acquired the trademark to the name.
Oh, they did what they did to the founder of McDonald's.
Yeah, he got shit on, but
Did you watch that movie, The Founder?
yeah, it's a fantastic movie.
Dude, that dude fucked them, dude.
Yes, he did.
He fucked them.
I was sad. I thought that show was about fish.
What, The Founder? Not The Flounder. It's your dad jokes, motherfucker.
God damn.
The Flounder.
Missing hiker crashes press conference about his own disappearance.
That is what I want to do.
An 80-year-old British hiker went missing during a hailstorm, was reunited with his family when he arrived at the press conference to
I hope we
publicize his
find me.
disappearance.
I think I saw him over there.
Yeah.
There he is! I found him! I found me! He's over there!
What was he wearing? Some blue shirt with a flower print on it, Hawaiian style. Some camo shorts. I think he's over there.
This is good. So the Royal Air Force personnel and mountain rescue workers conducted a 4-day search of the area to locate the elderly hiker. The search was called off Wednesday when Harvey was having been spotted by a wildlife photographer showing up at a Tan Hills Inn, a pub located inside the park. During a press conference planned by his family and rescuers to spread the word of his disappearance. Harvey told the press conference that he had become lost during the hailstorm and ended up camping out for 3 nights using equipment he had brought on the hike. He said he was in good health and free of serious injuries, but in need of a good meal.
So he went to the pub. That's awesome.
I got reined in.
Yeah. I went literally.
Where? At the pub.
He went to the pub and waited for all to blow over, right? The old Shaun of the Dead.
We can't find him. Where's he at? He's at the pub the whole time eating pretzels and drinking beer.
You've been at the pub for 3 fucking days. We're all looking
my Guinness, damn it.
DC cancels Batman Beyond. Did you guys already talk about that?
No.
No.
I heard about it.
Yeah, they plan to cut 20 to 25% of its line continues, with Batman Beyond being the next.
The comic?
Yep.
Shitty.
The finale of Dan Jurgens' iconic run of Batman Beyond finds Terry McGinnis accused of crimes he didn't commit when one of his greatest rogues, the formidable Ink, poses as Batman and causes havoc around Gotham City. Wonder Woman will stop to confront Batman Beyond. Will Terry be able to convince her that he's innocent, or will he find himself the enemy of one of the DC Universe's greatest heroes? The epic conclusion of the series is here.
Shitty.
Yeah.
It's gotta be hard. All right, Dan. You got a good run going on, but we're gonna end you, but go out with a bang. It's gotta be so hard to write the ending to it, knowing that it just doesn't, you know what I mean?
Well, that and Brian Michael Bendis is finally done with Superman.
Yeah, and
He destroyed it.
Thank God.
Murdered it.
Yeah.
And Chris Hemsworth just came out and said he has no plans to leave the MCU after Thor: Love and Thunder, and plans to continue on playing the Thor character for years to come.
I heard he's gonna be Captain America now.
He's gonna trade Chris's. He evolved from Thor to Captain America, huh?
Yep.
That's funny.
He's gonna be Iron Thor.
Iron Thor. Captain Asgard.
No.
King in Black, Marvel
cool.
unveils solicits
awesome
for
that he's
Venom event
stepping up
first
and
wave tie-ins.
saying that he doesn't want
Captain
anybody else to play
Asgard.
God damn, it's a lot of tie-ins. Marvel's King in Black event includes tie-ins featuring Immortal Hulk, Iron Man, Doctor Doom, Namor, Spider-Woman, Black Cat, and Venom.
Too many.
God, that's another one of those.
Tie-ins.
That's another money-grabbing event book.
Yes.
If they do it right, it'd be okay. But if they...
It was too hard with Absolute Carnage.
Yeah. If they do shit like that...
It was too hard to keep up with.
Anybody got anything else you want to talk about this week?
I think we're good.
Brian, anything?
Nope.
Chad?
Abby wants her fucking cheeseburger walk.
Oh my goddamn walk.
Right. Guys, I want to thank everyone who's already donated to the Stout family GoFundMe.
You guys all rock. All
It's fantastic leaving messages. There's still time. The campaign is still going, so if you want to get in on it, the link will be in the description below. Go donate to the Stout family. Help out that family there who's still reeling from losing Michael Stout. Yeah, we have some
Donate
I donated. Am I in the running for that book?
No, because I asked if I was in the running for books for donating, and you told me no. So, no, you're not in the running either, you son of a bitch.
Well, in all honesty, let's be honest. Either a lot of people donated and didn't want to put in their name in there, or just didn't. A lot of people didn't donate yet, and that's totally fine too. So there's only about 4 people, I think, that have stated, that they are from the comic community. So, get in on that, guys, if you want to win those books.
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's a great cause to help a great, family that's reeling from losing a big member of our community, and we greatly appreciate anything you guys can help. I mean, if you can't donate, donate whatever you can. If you can't donate, at least share it out. Let's get it out there. Help that family out. We greatly appreciate.
We'll be giving away a bunch of books. At least my part of the books that I said I was going to give away will be given away tonight on Drunken Chat. So if you guys have given up to this point, keep an eye on Drunken Chat, and you might be winning one of those books.
So how do you know who gave away on Drunken Chat, or are you just going to give them away?
They've been keeping. So what Drunken Chat did, and shout out to Drunken Chat for this, instead of sending people to go to the GoFundMe, they just told people last week to send PayPal money to Lucas's account, and Lucas is going to give all one lump sum to the GoFundMe. That way they know the names of the people who have given. So shout out to them for doing that. I think so far they're up to like $250 or something like that.
Nice. So yeah, you can still do that if you want. Guys, I want to thank all of the new listeners we have over on Spotify and iHeartRadio.
Do we have a lot of new listeners on Spotify?
We do. Yes.
Okay, so did Grizzled Geek.
Yep. So we've had a big increase on Spotify and iHeart. So I want to welcome everyone in who's a new listener. If you want to watch us every Friday night, 7:30 p.m. and be part of the chat, you can do so right here on youtube.com/listening
to us on Spotify.
Absolute Geek Podcast, or you can just keep watching us on Spotify or listen to us on Spotify. That's perfectly fantastic as well.
What the fuck is a Spotify?
Right? I don't know. Apparently I go to Facebook to try to download Spotify. So, whatever you got to do. But guys, I want to thank everyone for hanging out in the chat tonight. And if this is your first time finding this on the YouTube, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're listening to the playback on Monday, please make sure to subscribe and leave us reviews. It goes a fantastic way in helping us in the podcasting rankings. Again, welcome everyone.
Fantastic way.
Yep. Long, fantastic way. I want to thank everyone again for finding us on Spotify and iHeartRadio apps. Welcome aboard. And guys, for this week's episode of the Absolute Geek Podcast, I am Matt.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Brian.
Soloki.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
What happened to Cobra? Washed Corbin in the hot water.
Poor shrunk Batman.